Through the wire winds, the shadows are calling. Frost on my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in a blizzard. Every spell sparks a brilliant flare. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Ice and ember, we'll remember. Cold forever, we stand as one, we fall as never. Always never. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Fade on repeat. Stand strong over snowstorm. When we're rolling all over, all over the winter, but we stand strong over snowstorm, over snowstorm, over snowstorm.
Census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. I know we're typically here on Saturdays, but we're doing it Sunday tonight, and we are going to rank the best of the best horror movie killers. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So I took our S and A tiers from the last streams that we did, and I mushed them all together, and now we're going to see who's going to beat who. Right, guys?
Whoop whoop! I can't
We're
wait.
gonna see. We'll see.
Let's
And joining me as always, my favorite person in the whole my first favorite person. So the other favorite person doesn't get upset. But my first favorite person in the whole wide world, my bestie, Miss Scarlet Fever. How are you doing on this wonderful Sunday evening?
I'm doing good, getting ready for the holidays as it is quickly approaching. But I'm excited tonight to hang out with you guys and see where we rank these killers that we have come to love.
I know, right? I know. And my second favorite person in the whole wide world, Mr. James. How are you this Sunday evening?
Doing well, doing well. Happy to be here. Ready to go.
right? I think it's like we got a good list. I think we did a good job ranking them the first go arounds, and I threw in a couple of curveballs just because they did spark a lot of conversation on whether they deserve to be on the list or not. But doing some rethinking and just seeing who some of them are, they might not be the best, but they still deserved a spot on the best of the best just because of their sheer icon status. Because they're still icons. They still paved the way for horror and in a general sense. So got to show respect where respect's due. They might not be our favorites, but I had to include them for the chat, for the people, because they're some of the people's favorites and the people matter.
Right.
So
And
we had to
speaking of people,
include them.
we got Miss Pixie hanging out with us tonight. What's
Hello,
up,
Miss
hon?
Pixie.
And we may have some other folks, but for now, we got Miss Pixie hanging out in the chat.
Right? It's a Sunday night. It's December. Who's out shopping? Who's out getting a Christmas tree? Who is out doing holiday parties? Because you have lots of those all month long.
Right.
So, but before we get started, I know she's probably going to listen later, but I just want to wish my cousin Terry the biggest and bestest happy birthday in the whole wide world. Her
Woo.
birthday was yesterday. She treated herself to a nice little spa day.
Nice.
She got all the little bells and whistles.
A happy birthday, hon.
Yes. So happy birthday
Did we
to
play the
my
birthday
awesome
clip
cousin.
for her? Or
Happy birthday.
I screwed it up the other night.
It's okay. I was going to do something last night, but then got sidetracked, had to switch it to today. But I told her, I know she's out busy, just it's her birthday. She spoils herself on her birthday. So I said, you have to come back. I'm going to shout you out. You got to listen, show you some love. But everybody knows my cousin Terry. She is my background kind of little wallflower.
She's the whipped cream girl.
Yes.
She loves her some whipped cream.
Oh, she definitely does. But
Her and
happy
Nico
birthday.
fight over those puppuccinos all the time.
They do. They do. But I love you. Happy birthday. And,
Whoop, whoop. And we
rock.
don't have the clip here. One day, Dana,
I'm going to make a birthday one.
I know. So
I'm
bad.
going to make a birthday one. I revamped my winter ones for our giveaway. So,
Nice.
yes, we got some. I kept Cabin in the Woods because, I love Cabin in the Woods. Who doesn't love Cabin in the Woods?
I know, right?
Right? But I added some more shebang to them. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. But I already heard from one of the awesome winners from the Halloween giveaway that they received their prize. So everybody who did win something, start to look in the mail because they're gonna probably start arriving. If they haven't already, tomorrow, depending on where you are. So.
Right. And fingers crossed with holiday shipping and this time of the year, be on the lookout for your packages. Don't want to miss them.
No, because there's good stuff in there. Good stuff.
And you guys definitely stay tuned because you never know with the year wrapping up and New Year's approaching what other things that Data may have in store for everyone, not to mention just our channels in general. You just never know what we'll get into.
Yes. I know, James, you've been delving deep into your archives and looking at some of the stuff you did many, many moons ago. Like seeing your old videos kind of like from 9-10 years ago? Because you've been on YouTube for a while.
Right.
That.
It's always fun to go down memory lane.
A James anniversary kicking ass on YouTube stream.
I don't know. I was pretty lame when I started.
No,
but look at where you are now, especially since we've, hooked you and kind of brought you out of your little corner of the world.
No, James, you are awesome, dude. You need to start telling more of your stories.
Right, 10 years. Like that's a long time. That's a really long time, and we should celebrate that. That's definitely
right. I want to celebrate his use of fire because there's a few stories that we know of. I know.
It's 9 years this October, so next year if I'm still around, we'll have a little celebration.
Awesome.
Oh, it'll be around Halloween. That's even better.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do a big giveaway for
I
that. I'll
started
get some good
October
stuff.
2016.
Wow.
Nice.
How have things changed since then, just in the YouTube spectrum? Was it easier back then, or was it harder dealing with like copyrights, uploading stuff? Do you think YouTube has gotten better or worse in the time frame that you've been doing it?
I think it's got better in a whole lot of ways. But at the same time, like so many more people on YouTube, like as creators, like, I mean, so many more. So it's saturated is a word I want to use, but I mean, not in a bad way sometimes, because a lot of those creators are great. I'm not
Hmm.
saying they're all bad. It's just there's a lot compared to even when I thought there were a lot when I started 9 years ago. But yeah,
Were they more lenient back in the day than they are now? Like,
not on the copyright stuff, no. And
okay.
they've actually come down on the parameters of what it takes to get monetized and stuff like that. So back
Yes.
then it was higher even.
And do you think
Yes.
maybe it's because there's so many creators that it's easier for them to allow for the monetization because they're just making so much anyways?
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely think as far as from YouTube's point of view, it was, hey, if we get a few more of these guys on here and make a few, more dollars off of them, even if they're making a few dollars, kind of thing.
incentivized to a
Yeah,
degree.
yeah, I guess. But
Maybe. Possibly. Depends on how you look at it, I guess.
yeah,
But no, if
it's
you
all
are
good.
not subbed to James, you gotta go check him out because he's got videos for days. You will have many days occupied if you go back and watch some of James' earlier kind of Walking Dead stuff and everything he did. But
Mhm.
as always, James, Scarlet and I truly appreciate you. You have been one of the best friends that we could ever have found
Oh, I
in
appreciate that.
this entire world. You are just awesome and you just rock.
Thank you, thank you. You guys rock as well, because we have a lot of the similar tastes, and doing videos like these, it's loads of fun. Sometimes we'll get into it. No, it goes on the up next level up. No, what are you talking about? But that's part of
Mayday,
the fun.
mayday.
That's part of the fun.
I
So,
really am looking forward to now having gone through Fallout and then when some of the shows we talk about, James, doing a video or stream with you about survival in different sort of apocalyptic situations and kind of how that plays out. Because
that'll be
you kind of get
fun.
to see that a little bit even in the games that I play. So that is something I'm looking forward to doing with you guys.
Nice, nice. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's set it up. And yeah, but since we've met, we've went through several. You've played several games. We've went through 2 or 3 apocalyptic shows. It seems like so we've got a lot
Right?
more. Even this year, got a lot more of
Yes.
that.
And it's going to be fun including you as like our co-host in the roundtable discussions for from that's going to be so much fun when we get down to it. It's going to be awesome. But thank you guys, and we're just going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be a mellow night. We're just going to rank some awesome horror movie killers and see where we kind of put everybody now that we've ranked all these guys, and we took our best of the best, and we'll see, because now that they're melded together, it might change our view on what we consider to be kind of the best once we start placing these guys on the list and stuff, and we start narrowing it down to who really deserves that kind of S tier status in our eyes. So I will pull up the let me pull up the tier list, push some buttons. But let's jump into this bad boy.
Right, and we had quite a few goodies, whether we agreed or disagreed. There's quite a few fan favorites, depending on how you look at it. So I
Yes,
can't wait to see how we. Oh, it's going to be some tough discussions.
it is. We have a lot. Like there's some bangers on this list. there are some bangers on this list. I don't know if we can even put any of these guys on the D list because they didn't make it on the D list the first time around.
Right.
So, will they then in turn this time around possibly be D list depending on,
Right.
now we've got this kind of superstar list of horror movie killers and they're all iconic. Like we can't even say who's really an icon because they're all iconic at this point. Even if they're just some standalone movies to some of them have sparked such a franchise. They have
Right.
10, 12 movies under their belt, depending on who we're talking about. So
I might see a D in there.
do you?
I wonder which one it is.
I wonder, yeah. I know
I
you're
think
talking
I
about
know.
my critters. I know you're
Why
talking
did I
about my
think that
critters.
immediately? I was thinking
You're
critters.
gonna leave don't make me pull rank on my critters again, because I'll do it. I will do it. I will do it. I will put that bad boy on the S tier, and that's just gonna be it.
Oh god.
That's just gonna be it. Nobody's gonna beat my critters.
Oh, no.
It's like I said.
It's gonna be the critters. Is that what it is, James?
Like I said, what we all that's what makes us such a good group is we could all look at this list and we all have our different favorites from it, right? And it's like, even though everybody knows my fear of Freddy Krueger, I will never deny him the icon status that he is.
You already know I'm gonna put him at S.
Like I get what everybody says about him. He truly is iconic. And that first movie, if it horrified me as a little itty bitty child, I mean, he's a scary dude, and the whole fact of being able to go into people's dreams and mess with your dreams, that's some fuckery right there. Like that's some fuckery. So,
what do we got first? Was that Aliens?
Yes, I basically went off my thumbnail. I looked at my thumbnail and how I did it. And I was like, okay, let's put that in.
That's good. We can start with Aliens. I kind of know where I would put it pretty much right off the bat because I'm not a big Alien Predator fan, although I do appreciate them for what they are. I put them at A just because, like I said, I'm not big into the franchise, but that doesn't take away from the fact that dude is pretty fucking creepy.
Right, and sci-fi's been around for a long time. Sci-fi is not a new genre by any means, but I feel like Aliens really kind of started the sci-fi horror. Because you had your Star Treks, you had your Star Wars, and you had some other kind of sci-fi type of movies, but I feel like Aliens really kind of boosted the horror when it comes to sci-fi. What about you, James? Because I know you're really into sci-fi too.
It was definitely one of them, yeah, for sure. Because, movies like The Thing and some other movies like that were on Earth versus out in space on a spaceship kind of thing. So that was definitely one of the first.
Right, but just that initial scene with the chest burster, like coming out of the dude's chest, that was friggin' horrifying. Like, just to see that thing burst through. But then, you know what I always think of? Was it the Spaceball movies where the one comes out and it's the little thing and he starts singing and dancing with his little top hat and Kate, and he's like, hello, baby. I don't know why, but it's like I then think of that and I start to chuckle. So it balances it out to like the horror, because like you can't help but think of the little alien dude coming out with his little top hat and doing a little jig.
Right.
After he bursts out of the guy's chest. But no, so it's an A for you, Scarlet. What about you, James?
Yeah, probably an A for the Aliens.
There you go. I definitely think, and you guys know, I am not one to gravitate towards sci-fi, but the horror aspect of this like gave me enough to where I respect it.
Exactly.
I respect what they were trying
Alien
to do.
alone, and even when we get to the Predator, they're both pretty cool creatures. I don't know the term to put on them, but yeah, they're pretty interesting themselves.
Right, and just to see like what the time when these movies came out, I am just I'm a giddy girl for practical
They still do
effects.
to a degree, right? Did they for the TV series?
I didn't watch the TV series. James, was it a lot of CGI when it came to the aliens, or did they stick to practical? Or was it a mix of both?
I think it's a mix of both. I think it was a lot of a dude in a costume though, because the TV series, they were even more like human, not really human like, but you know, like the dude in the costume ran around,
Right.
kind of thing. But they use CGI also.
Yeah. So I thought I saw
Gotcha.
something where, I don't know if it was a video or something about Comic-Con or something or another, where they were still showing off like the alien to a degree. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I put it at an A. What's up, Carl? Welcome, hun.
What's up, Mr. Coral? Yep, I'm perfectly okay with now that this is basically starting it off.
Right.
So we've
can
put
change
aliens in the A, and now it's like kind of going to be like, well, what we go to is it up there with aliens? So this is
You guys in the
be,
chat, let us know, where would you put aliens? Miss Pixie, if you're there. Carl, where do you put the alien franchise or movie? We're ranking all of our sort of top tier ones. Dana kind of put together our top ones and we're ranking them. We got aliens first.
Yep. Only the S and A tiers. Those are the ones. And like I said, and I threw in a couple of others that didn't quite make our S or A. They were B, but just kind of who they
iconic
are.
Ones, yeah.
I think they deserve
give
to
them
be
another
voted
chance
with the best of the best.
That's right, Carl. Your guys, I think. Wait, I don't know if one of your guys made it. Maybe not your favorite. I don't think
put Michael Myers.
No, there he is.
Yep.
God damn
Jason.
it. Hi, Carl. See, get your microphone ready, and then you could argue for Michael Myers. I'm putting him on B.
We're not there yet.
I might put him on D. You never know.
Right?
Carl's not here to argue. He's in the chat. He's gonna start putting up a whole bunch of piece of shits in the chat.
Which could possibly be. But now next we go to one of the creepiest kids in the horror movie world, which is Mr. Damien from The Omen. As far as creepy kids goes, he is definitely kind of up there, but he's not the creepiest in my opinion. I feel like we've seen some other movies, like the Pet Sematary movie. That friggin' kid in that Pet Sematary movie, I will always consider like the creepiest kid ever when he's friggin' walking around. Right. But he's the Antichrist. He is, gonna be the destroyer of the world. And this movie scared the shit out of my mom. Mm-hmm. Like growing up very Catholic, and like this and The Exorcist, she will always consider like some of the most horrific movies like she's ever seen, just from her religion side of it. And so, but I personally, for this list, and I'm not knocking Damien, just who's on it and what we've got, he would be a C for me. He's not the highest out of what we got. What about you guys?
I'm stuck between a B and an A, because I do appreciate it. But if I'm just going, like, if I'm looking at this list and we're just not even thinking of anything else we've done, I'm somewhere stuck between a B and an A. I could be talked into an A, but for some reason I'm at a B.
I'm on the low end for this one, because while he's a creepy kid, but on this list, I just don't think he comes up on top with some of the heavyweights that he's coming next to. What about you, James?
Tough call.
I don't know. A or B somewhere.
Really?
Carl gives it a B, and I'm fine with a B. Pixie gives it a B. I'm good with a B. James, are you okay with a B?
Damn it. You twisted my arm. Fine. B.
Well, I could even go with C if we really had to push it.
No, we got to leave room for a few others on here.
Okay.
C and D.
Oh, I actually know. I agree with that. You're right. The kid is much better than some of these other mass figures we have.
Stop talking shit about my critters before
I wasn't talking shit about critters. I was gonna piss Carl off with his Michael Myers and Jason.
was gonna say, leave my little critters out of it.
I was gonna put critters at a B just for Dana. That's as high as I could go, Dana, is a B for critter. We ain't got there yet.
Right, we have it. But no, like he's iconic, but to me, he's on the lower end of people I see on this list. But that's just my opinion. That's just me, little old me. But next, I know we have one of mine and Scarlet's kind of, I would consider almost a favorite. Like, this is a movie me and you really kind of love and enjoyed very much. And that's The Collector.
Right. And out of fairness to what else is on the list that I know I'm going to put on, because there's two for sure I'm putting on S tier.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I haven't seen it, maybe even a third, because of that, even as much as I love The Collector, I'm going to put it as A.
Okay. What about you, James?
B.
B, why is it a B for you?
I don't know. Compared to all the rest of them, which it's a hard list anyway.
Right? I didn't make it easy, did I?
Yeah, to really lay them out. But just comparing the rest of the list.
Right? I'm kind of with Scarlet. There's a couple of others up here to where it is one of like my favorite movies and I could watch it over and over again. I'm putting it in an A list just because there's some others up here that just I'm going to pick for S tier. And The Collector, while good on this list of killers, I don't think S tier is where he goes.
Right. And I mean, for me too, another reason why I put him at A is I like the two movies and I would want another one. Even though they didn't do another one, I could see there being another one and I would look forward to another one.
Same. Whereas
some of these movies, they're nostalgia and I may not even want another one.
Right? Or another try at a reboot because the reboots just haven't
even
been
for
able
like
to capture.
The Orphan, they did what, 2 for her?
Yes.
And I'm kind of done with that. Like, I don't think there should be another one.
I don't think so either. And that's just personally because I don't think the girl could get away with it again. She was able to get away with it for a second one.
And it's just kind of tight. It would be the same story over again, right? She gets
it
would, and then it's not even, her character to me doesn't hold the same as like a Freddy or some of these other guys who, even though they're tired, like I could even still see another Pinhead, even though I know some people say that story's kind of ran out. I'm more interested in that than I am some of the other ones. So that's kind of how I'm going about my ranking too when I'm looking at them.
Okay.
So I know this is on just how we feel, how the chat or the panel feels about the movie, but The Collector got 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I never said I followed what other people like.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there. Is all I'm saying.
Mean, if you actually went by what I said, I have a whole bunch of people who do not appreciate how I feel about TV shows.
I'm actually pretty shocked by that. I would have thought it would have done.
Because, and I get why some people are not into it, because again, I mean, I liked it because of the fact that I thought he was just really a creepy dude that did a whole bunch of whacked out shit. And I found that to be really more, because he was more of a psychological killer on top of the fact he did all this whacked out shit.
Yes.
If some other killers are just kind of in your face.
Yeah.
They're just all brute.
Right. Your typical kind of like slasher type of thing. He, at least his motive and just his psychopathy was.
I found it interesting. But that's just me,
crazy.
And
I've especially when you got to the second movie, right? When you got to see a little more about what he really kind of does, like with people and how far his collector kind of label goes, that made him even more creepy to me.
I didn't see part 2.
And to be fair, James, I'm a highly unqualified and unprofessional YouTube reviewer.
Hey, me too.
Right.
Me too.
I mean, that may have something to do with it. I don't know.
Right.
We'll ponder.
Like
you know what? I'll ponder over that.
Rotten Tomatoes are always wrong.
Right, Carl? I know your mic should be working. You can't defend your man or your men tonight.
right? I don't know, Carl. I don't know what to do up here.
And look, because Dana has a few on her list that I know she wants to put higher in the tier, I'm hoping for, I will be getting brownie points in order to gain favoritism and put the ones I don't like lower.
I'm gonna be fair.
No, I know how to work the system, damn it.
I know that like Killer Clowns and Critters only got up there because I pulled rank. I'm gonna be fair to what they are. They're just some of my favorite movies, but I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be
I'm gonna be
rational.
very fair as well, Dana.
Gonna be rational,
And
people.
I'm gonna hope in fairness likewise to the ones.
Well, we will see.
I know Carl did. I love it.
So James
I'll
says
be
B
fair.
for collector. We say A for collector.
I'll go B because even Carl said C in the chat, and you guys that are listening, let us know where you are with the collector because Carl said C. And where were you at again, James?
I was a B.
You're okay. So I can go with the B, just because Carl said
I can too. Like I'm
fine
okay
with that because guess what, Carl? I'm coming for your man. I'm willing to sacrifice my collector.
She's playing psychological games. You see that, huh?
Y'all are playing what, checkers? I'm playing chess.
Don't worry, Carl. I'll give him an S just so that it averages higher.
Oh, here we go. Let the war start.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what your S tier really is, James.
Right? But okay, let's put our collector down here on the B list, which is perfectly good. Because yeah, I would say same thing. Like he's not. He could chill with our little Damien. That's good.
So again, are we going by how much we like it, like kind of like the last ones, or are we going how iconic they are?
I would say for this one, you could definitely take into consideration if they're your favorite. I mean, obviously put up a fight for them, but we're going to try to stick to like icon status, like who we think is honestly the best of the best. Like take everything into consideration.
Right. Because I guess the way I look at icon is like, let's say you took a random group of people that maybe weren't into horror movies and you showed them the thumbnails. There's a few select handful that they would probably know, and then the rest they may not, kind of thing. So if we went like that, I mean, Jason and Freddie and Michael would have to go up top because those are just people or characters people recognize.
I'll tell you how I'm ranking them. Even Freddie, for me, it's how likely am I to watch the movie again, and then especially if it's a movie that's kind of had a franchise that's been around for a while. So like how often am I willing to go back and watch it? And then if it's something that's got like a few movies, how often or how likely do I want another movie, even if they don't have like a third or a fourth one? Like how much would I want that franchise to continue? Like for me, it's how much am I excited about the movie to watch it again or to want like another part 2 or 3 or something like that from it. I mean, the iconic status does matter, but it doesn't matter to me as much. The only reason I would get what I said for like Aliens is because I know people do enjoy that movie and it is a good movie, even though it's not my favorite. So I will give Jason and Michael Myers a C just because of their iconic status.
She's just putting that out there, folks.
Well, I did. I gave a point for their iconic status. It's the only point I can give them. I'm not likely to go. That's only, again, for me. And that's me giving the point to the people. Yeah. I don't like the movie, and I don't like their franchise for myself. It's not my kind of, like, I do agree that, okay, whatever, it's the start of all of the things, but it's still not my favorite.
Yeah. There's a couple up there that are that way for me.
Like, there's other movies on here I'm more likely to watch. I would probably rather watch Aliens and Predator before I would watch Jason and Michael Myers. And I'm not even into Alien Predator. And that's
Fair
where I
enough.
feel. What's up, Texas?
Will you
What's
hate
up?
me, Dana, if I give the clowns a C?
No. Not at all. Because even like I said, I'm going to be realistic. On the list that they only made this list because I pulled rank. And I get that. Like they are not as I think they've become more so iconic now for some reason than they were from their movie. And I think that's because you can't go to a big time horror kind of,
Right.
you know, haunted house without them being implemented. They gave them
Yeah.
a video game. So that deemed curiosity to a lot of the younger kind of generations that they have no idea what the fuck Killer Clown is from outer space and all that stuff.
I mean, I
They're
could go B. I could go B showing what's on B. I mean, they could be equal to what's on B.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
more likely to watch them than the other ones that I said I don't like. I'd at least give them a B, maybe even an A, just because I do like the humor in it.
yeah. For me, it's because, like I said, you guys, I love practical effects, and just watching some behind the scenes stuff. If you ever just get a chance to sit down and watch what they actually put into making these animatronics, these were like the first of their kind. Like they paved the way for a Five Nights at Freddy's, for some of these other movies that are bringing in kind of these big time animatronics, because that's what they were, and their budget was so small that what they were able to do with the budget they had and what they created from it, I have to give credit where credit due. And I just love the movie. It's just one of those movies that could always make me chuckle, and like I could watch it a gazillion times and not get bored with it. And so that's why it is just one of my favorites. But as far as ranking and the list goes, I would even put it on a B as far as what we have going on this list. Like it's not making S tier status with some of these other big boys that are on this. It has one movie. It's not like it's a huge entire franchise that's spawned. I'd be scared of a reboot of this movie just because I don't want to see it get dumbed down with CGI, because that's what makes me so nervous about a reboot of this movie, is that they would take away what made the movie so great to begin with.
Right. What about a part 2, like even more killer clowns from outer space?
Well, you never know. I mean, they're kind of pissed off. We killed Jumbo, and their big guy, and they're kind of pissed off. So I could see them coming back for revenge of the killer clowns, some
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
That'd be
Which,
cool.
which would be, but I just don't want to see it get lost in CGI. Like, I just think that would be such a detriment to this movie, because the animatronics are what made these fucking things so creepy. But that's just me. Again,
Yeah, Carl
that's
gave it a
me.
B. And you guys in the chat, if you see what we have up here already ranked, we got Aliens, Collectors, Omen, and now we're working on Killer Clowns. Let us know where you would put them, and we can always change things as you guys are coming into the chat.
Yeah. Amy gave it a C, but on average, it looks like it's hitting the B tier at the moment.
Right?
from
Like,
what
I'm
everybody
realistic.
said.
I'm realistic. For me, it's just a favorite movie of mine. And I'm all about the Killer Clowns.
Woo woo.
But yeah, I'm comfortable and I'm okay putting it on a B list.
All right,
Like I
now
said,
we got some good ones.
I know we got some goodies coming up. Now we got our iconic Hellraiser.
I'm gonna put it on an S.
S.
S tiers for James's Scarlet. There we go. Why is it so high for you guys?
Because he's just so crazily badass, and there's no escaping him. And all of his friends, well, he makes friends very easily, Dana.
He does. And I have to say, Chatterbox scared me more than Pinhead. I don't know
Mhm.
what it is about that friggin' xenomorph or whatever he's called. What are
Right.
they called? I forget what they're called. Or xenomorph is that fucking aliens? I might be confusing them.
Yeah, Xenomorph's the alien.
They're called
The
something though.
Cenobites.
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 Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Don't hate me,
just
people.
the idea of, oh, pain is pleasure, that's just never been my MO.
And pleasure is pain.
Right? Well, even in the scene that I clipped from and just watching it, he tells the girl, like, oh, no tears. That's a waste of such good suffering.
Yeah, what
Yep.
the hell?
Like it's just, and like I even now, I've told you guys before, I could walk in any convention. If I see that friggin' puzzle box sitting somewhere, I'm not, it could,
You don't
it's
want to touch
fake.
it?
I'm
Oh,
not
come
touching
on.
it.
You're not
I'm not
curious?
pushing no buttons and nothing. I do not want Mr. Pinhead or Chatterbox showing up at my house. I'm good. I'm good. Like even watching that clip, when I had to make the clip for the little bit I did for, and hearing Chatterbox like that, oh, I was like, but I had to put him in. I had to put him in because he like is the
Mhm.
most horrifying to me. I don't know what
Carl
it
says he
is.
has that box in his living room and he gives it an S as well.
There you go. But I do have a question for you guys. I know in the reboot they pulled a, gender swap. I did not see the reboot, so I really can't judge. Have either of you seen the reboot? And if so, did the girl version of Pinhead
But was
do
that the
good?
one where it was weird
I
and
didn't see it.
I'm trying to think. The last one I watched, I want to say it was more about he was just in the world itself and he had some contract he was going through. They keep doing so many of these, it's hard to keep up sometimes. I don't know if that was the
There is,
reboot or not.
but I know
Tex
that
says the
they.
reboot was good. Carl says it was okay, but there's several that were horrible before that. Tex says very gruesome. I'll have to go back and see because I swear there was a few anyways to begin with.
Yeah, I just remember there was a big uproar because they gender swapped Pinhead. So I was just curious if you guys saw it and what you
Oh,
thought
okay. I
of
don't
it.
think I watched that one actually. No, that's not the one I watched.
So I don't know because I haven't seen it myself, so I can't judge.
Carl says in the
Cannot judge.
book it's supposed to be a female. Oh,
Oh, really?
how
I
about
didn't even know that there were books.
wait, hang on.
I was just gonna go through it myself. That deserves it.
Ah, there you go.
That was definitely horror appropriate,
The more you know, folks.
right? I did not
Yeah, it
know
was
Hellraiser had source material.
it was a novella by Clive Barker, the same person that did the movie. It
Nice.
was called The Hellbound Heart.
James, though, did you read them?
No.
Oh, damn it. Carl, did you read them? You know about it. You seem to know. Somebody read them.
Right? Yeah, I did. That's pretty interesting.
But yeah, I'm good with S. We got at least 3 S's. In text, where do you put it? You guys in the chat, let us know.
No,
Let
that's
us know.
I
Or if you're gonna
personally
leave
be
it
at
up
an
to
A.
me, I mean, I'm okay with that. I will definitely.
But it seems like I am just the S's are rolling for Pinhead. So
Carl says he read it. There you go. See, Carl, get your text gives it
oh,
a C.
just throwing a wrench in there, huh? Just you had to throw that wrench in there, didn't you?
Does that bring it down to an A? I don't know how the system works.
No, you guys, you guys were. I know we were on the fence even in the last stream where I forget where he was ranked. Hold on, let me pull up the picture.
Carl, damn it, text.
Oh, he was ranked in a S tier on the stream that he was.
Well, I was always
a
gonna put him
choice.
on S tier. Him, like I said, there's one more, and then after that, it's kind of whatever. I'm not gonna fight for too much more after that.
There we go. Nope. I think Hellraiser deserves the first spot on the S tier. And I mean, as far as horror goes, like horror is what Pinhead was. Some of those friggin' scenes, like especially with the chains like coming out and the dude who was like who grew out of the mattress, and he had to like absorb people to like get his skin back, and like you saw like just all I think about is like the dummies in science class. Did you guys have those in science where you could like see the full body, and like he looked like the guy that was just like in your science classroom showing you like all the muscles and everything? Oh, gruesome, fucking gruesome. So next we have Predator. And I
What's up,
know
Spectre?
what's up, Spectre.
And yeah, I'm the same with as far as Alien goes with it. Um, yeah, I could put it on A. And you guys in chat, let us know. Text if you're a big Alien Predator fan. Some of you guys are coming in. Where would
Right.
you rank those? Even
And
if you've already ranked it, let us know where you would rank it. We can always move things around.
And do you guys think that the combining of the Aliens and Predator, did that enhance the movies more and make them like better in some form when they started to merge the two kind of worlds together?
I don't know. I'm not a diehard fan as far as it's just like the Alien movie, first Alien and the first Predator. I like that. I'm not so sure about the team up, but I think it did do great for the fans. I mean, I think they did okay.
Carl says no, they messed it up, but he'd say A as far as the movies go.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go A, probably.
You would go A?
Yeah.
I'm good with an A. Put it next to Aliens. I'm good with that.
I am too. I definitely thoroughly enjoyed the first movie, especially with like the fight scene between him and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, you can't get more iconic than that. But as I actually like some of the later movies. I really enjoyed the one with Brody, the Brody guy, where they got sent to the planets and there was a bunch of people in the cast. That's my personal favorite Predator movie, but uh, it's definitely like iconic. So here you go, Mr. Predator, right next to your business partner up there. Think it's only fitting. Think it's only fitting. So now we're getting to Michael Myers. And I had to put him back on the list because, like I said, doing a best of the best, I thought it was kind of almost naked without like Michael Myers and Jason, and just for who they are in the horror world. Like, and like James said, you stick people in a room, they're most likely going to be the top two that people can point out and say, I know what that is, compared to some of the other people that we do have on this list. So I felt that they needed a reworking, so to speak. So let's
I'm gonna
start.
let
Oh,
everybody else. You already know I'm gonna put them on a C. Spectre and Carl give it an S.
now, what about you, James? In this whole kind of ranking and who we've got on this list, where do you think Michael Myers falls as far as the best of the best?
Well, again, it's kind of fuzzy because best of the best, in my own opinion, he would not land on S. But in the aspect of iconic, in the aspect of show a random group of strangers these photos, who can they name? S is what I go with.
Right?
Personally, maybe an A, but iconically, an S.
Right? I do see the S tiers because I mean, even down to the song, everybody you could hear that either the from Jason or like even Michael Myers theme music, and 99% of the time people are going to know what it is, like just from the song alone. And it just sucks that they've tried to reboot him so many times and they haven't been able to get it right. because they've messed with, like, you know, the timelines and, you know, what's canon and, you know, switching everything around. But if we're looking at, you know, Michael Myers as like you said, kind of iconic, then I agree it would be like, I don't think he'd be S for me, but I would definitely, I can't see anything less than an A. But personally, I'm with Scarlet. Like, he's not my favorite. So if it was a personal choice, I'd be putting him probably on a C tier, along with Damien. Like, yeah, they're good for what they are, but they're just not the movies I would go run back to go see or sit and watch 1,000 times. And
Hey, welcome, Chris, onto the panel.
oh, hello, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. You already know how I feel about it. Like, all around, I don't. The iconicness gives it 1 point. I'm a C.
I call so we're on Michael Myers now.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I gotcha. So that would explain the C from Scarlet.
Definitely. But I would agree with Scarlett if it were my personal kind of just feelings on Michael Myers, it's not up there for me. So I would not personally see him as S tier status, but as far as being an icon in the horror world, in the horror genre, I couldn't see giving him anything less than an A.
Okay. And how about James? What's up? What did you rate it already or no?
What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? I rated it an S, just mainly on the
gotcha.
iconic rating. Like a personal, maybe an A, but S for iconic.
Maybe it's a gender thing because I'm more with James. I think on this. Like the women don't like Michael Myers. Is that a thing?
He just bores me.
I agree.
Him, the storyline, and Michael Myers bores me more than Jason. I can deal with Jason a little bit more than I can deal. Michael Myers completely bores the shit out of me. But then again, I don't like The Walking Dead or Rick either.
Look,
so.
you got to give them one thing as far as Michael and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who you are. I mean, no matter who you are, you can run as fast as you can, and they can walk and catch up with you.
Right?
They're riggers. I don't like them.
Right?
Well, I got to give them the fact that they have good backstories too.
No, they do not. No,
yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
Myers
it gets
has
a little
the
iffy with
shittiest
Michael
fucking
Myers.
backstory of
It
them
gets
all.
a little
At
iffy
least
with Michael Myers.
Jason, I can almost.
But what's the backstory on the collectors? We don't know. There's no. You know what I mean?
He's a psychopath that likes to collect people.
I know, but that's not a backstory. You know what I mean? Like,
Michael
yeah,
Myers
of course.
puts a fucking mask on and he goes all crazy over his family. It's bullshit. I don't agree, but whatever.
I know. I'm just trying to make the case.
Go ahead, put him on the S. The chat wants it on the S.
Well, no, we don't have to do that. I'm just, I'm more with.
It don't hurt my feelings because I already know I put him on a C.
We could put it in like a B.
But I agree with you, Scarlett. Like, I feel the same way about him. What just puts him on an A list for me in the iconic status is just the fact of
that doctor roided him up. See, I don't trust the doctor and what he did to Michael Myers.
But I appreciate Jason's backstory more than I do Michael Myers.
I do too.
Because after the first 2 movies of Michael Myers, they didn't know what to do with him, so they threw some cult in there and made him some demon.
Jason, I could put at a B if I have to. But yeah, Michael Myers, I really would want to put him at an F, but for fairness, I'll put him at a C.
So, Chris, James, you're both kind of S tier, A tier kind of lingering.
As far as a lot of those classic characters, it's tough for me not to because, like, I understand you guys' point, like personal opinions and everything, but I'm like iconic wise. I mean, who doesn't know who Michael is or Jason?
No, I agree, and that's why I put him on an A tier. I just don't think like S tier. Just there's so many other ones up here that you would put
on there. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with A tier. I mean, anything like that's fine with me personally.
You would more so sell me on Jason being an S tier than you would Michael Myers.
That's fair. I prefer. I mean, and somebody had mentioned.
Like I agree with Scarlet. It's as far as horror goes, it's just boring to me. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, somebody mentioned replayability, and every now and again, especially every Halloween, when they start doing those marathons, the slasher movies, scary movies, I always find myself watching Friday the 13th, one of them. So like, even though I've seen them all, it's just like, maybe even just once a year, I'll sit there and I'll watch it. So that says something, because there's certain movies that, like, once you see them, you don't need to see them again. You might like them too, but, like, I don't know, that replayability.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We can do a whole movie marathon. I'll get them all. We can go in the Discord and your guys' heart's content, and we'll argue about them. And then maybe Carl will have a mic by then. He can
it's
tell
just
me
like
all about it.
as far as like the Michael Myers story goes, I feel like they just needed a way to explain kind of like this ability that he has to kind of just, like James said, you could run as fast as you could be the friggin' speedster,
Well,
the
Jason
Flash.
makes sense because Jason, to a degree, is almost like a ghost or spirit or demon haunting kind of thing. So I could understand how he pops up around places
Agreed.
and shit like that.
Agreed.
Michael Myers, like you said, Carl, is supposed to be a real man. They just did shit. His makes even less sense. At least the Collector, what he does made sense. That's why in the second one, the guy was able to, you had to outsmart him. Like, he wasn't completely unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
You had, and even then, like, I wanted to see the third one. What was going to happen? Was, like, the Collector going to get out and actually, like,
Yes.
take the dude back over, or was the
Yes.
dude going to, like, I don't know. But the Collector, you could outsmart him. So there was a little bit of like, okay, you can beat him, but he's pretty dangerous. Like, he set up stuff so much so, like, he was just really smart for a killer, in my opinion. I liked it better. He and his count was a little high there. To be fair,
it sure was.
if we're even going to go by body
but
count.
I respect Michael Myers for what he is. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him in any way, shape, or form.
I'm gonna knock him down at every turn.
It's like they just didn't know where to go with the story, and they just slapped this devil cult on him to kind of explain everything away. Like, oh, that's why he could do all the things he does, because his family bloodline is part of this thing, and
somehow eventually he was cursed. Carl was going to explain it to me, but I never did understand it enough to care. I'm sorry, I'm mean like that when it comes to Michael Myers. I can't stand it. Like, even when Halloween comes around, there's so many other movies I would rather watch.
Agreed. I can so agree with that. But I mean, if you guys like I said, I'm willing to give it on
S. I'm fine with putting it on S. If the guys in the chat, if that's where y'all put it.
We got a few S's in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, notwithstanding Scarlet's pure hatred of Michael Myers.
It's not like I
She's
just
not
hate
alone.
men or anything like that. There's dudes on the list I'm into, okay, as far as killers go. I think they're actually a lot more thought out killers and stuff like that, but I'm just not into that.
I mean, honestly, I think the S's versus the B's and C's actually probably averaged it to an A, to just I'm just saying, even though I wanted it to be an S, I'm just saying it sounds like it averaged more to an A.
Yeah, I definitely think, as far as if we're talking best of the best, you got to give Michael Myers his credit. And like I said, that's why I gave him an A. But I just couldn't give him an S.
F and A. Yeah, no, I agree. Look, a lot of people think he'd be an S tier, but I agree. To some extent with both Dana and you, Scott, your points. So, I still think, like, if we're doing the iconic type thing, I mean, you got to remember too, like, he was like the first guy to come along, other than like George Romero movies, like horror movies and stuff like that. Like, he was one of the first guys to come along It
Yes.
kind of revolutionized, what became the 80s horror model.
Absolutely. And I'm taking in, like, I'm doing kind of like a mixture. I'm trying to be fair with like what my personal feelings on movies are, and also looking at to like the iconic status of them. So just because I personally don't think they are the best, but I understand their iconic status, so I get where, like, I just get where they like the placing of an A. Like, and even some of the other ones with S, just like I was saying about Freddy Krueger. I personally despise those movies. Like, I
you and
don't
Freddie.
like them at
Yeah.
all. You're not going to get me really to sit down ever and watch. There's no convincing in the world that you're going to get me to be like, okay, I'll sit down with you and watch them. Yeah, no.
You don't even
I
want
will
to
not
see
be
Johnny
watching.
Depp swallowed into his bed.
I saw it.
You know?
I've seen every Freddy Krueger movie
Hey,
once.
YouTube, I got in trouble with that clip. YouTube, like, struck that damn stream
Oh,
down and shit. How
yep.
to clip it
Wow.
out.
Yeah, we got the
We-
black screen of death playing it.
Dude, we played all kinds of stuff on that when we went
Yes.
over horror movies. We were
Well, enough,
living highly dangerously.
Yes.
well, enough for nothing. I've actually been recently getting into like older, like 60s or earlier, because there was a lot of horror back in like the 50s, like a lot of like the classic monster creatures, like Boris Karloff and Vincent Price and stuff. Like, there's a lot of good stuff back there, because like again, they didn't have all those effects, so like they really had to like write good stories and like act.
No, my mom's a big time old horror movie person. She's not really into like the gore and stuff like that. But like as far as like old horror movies, like you're talking about them, The Crawling Eye, like you said, The Mummy, Frankenstein, all those
Dracula.
old.
I watched Nosferatu the other day.
The
It was like
original
that silent
Dawn of the
film.
Dead horrified my mom. Like,
Yeah.
the black and white one horrified my mom. She's definitely a classic type of horror movie person. And again, I think we had this conversation. Like, it also depends on the era you grew up in. Like, what is horror to you? The people of the 80s who really grew up in 80s horror, that's horror to them. People who
Even
grew
like
up in this
Alfred
kind of
Hitchcock, right?
like this
Alfred
new
Hitchcock.
kind of horror in the Saw, the Hostels, they just crave gore because that's horror to them. So it's like, I think the generation of also when you got exposed to horror also makes a difference.
What's up, Fletcher? Yeah, no, I haven't even watched Derby yet, so we hadn't even really talked about it over here. So there shouldn't be any spoilers over here. I know what Real was doing a kind of pre-show that was another episode drop.
Yeah, I think so. Sunday nights is Derry, I believe. I have not watched it myself. We've been doing so many other things. I haven't watched it myself.
Yeah, I have not had a chance to check it out.
People are saying it's friggin' gruesome.
Right.
Like,
there's a few things out there. I haven't even got a chance to watch The Terrifier yet. What was it? The Alien show. A few things are out right now. There's a lot of good ones.
By the way, I did see the new Conjuring movie the other day.
That's another one I hadn't got a chance to check out.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It probably wasn't my favorite, but it was good. Yeah, it was. I mean, none of them are bad. I mean, Annabelle, The Nun, all those spin-offs
it
are really
kind of was like it fit whatever. It was kind of
they wrapped it up. They wrapped up the whole thing, kind of.
Did they?
It was the last one they did, supposedly last case they took, and like again, they kind of take liberties with how real, like truth, like historically truth accurate it is. So
the Warrens,
but it was good.
The Warrens are one of the most controversial like couples that there like is when it comes to paranormal in the paranormal world. Like, there are people that either absolutely swear by them, or there are people that absolutely just think they were complete hacks and will give you receipts upon receipts for days to prove that none of their stuff was real. I personally don't care either way. All I know is I don't want nothing to do with Annabelle. I'm not touching that doll. I don't care if it's real, fake. I don't give it. Too many people have died around that doll. So you could tell me it's fake as much as you want, but I don't care if people died. I'm good.
How about that? How about that guy who just died recently?
Yes, I'm
That's
good.
what
I'm
she's
not
all-
fucking with
yeah,
Annabelle.
They just told us about that.
I'm not fucking with Annabelle.
Fletcher says HBO is doing a Conjuring TV series, apparently. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
The
they probably
recordings
did
were
lie. Who
creepy.
knows? But
Yeah, but those recordings were creepy. You couldn't fake those recordings, man. Like when they replayed
but
that
there are
shit.
people who have gone in and really analyzed them and did lots of
I
research.
think it was sound editing.
There's a lot of stuff that will make you kind of be like, okay, maybe. Like,
yeah, that's why I kind of just watch them as a movie. I don't really think about you just watch what they are as a movie. I
because
really
man,
think about
James,
what they are.
those fucking paranormal debunkers are real. They take that shit seriously. Like they sit down and watch all these friggin' ghost stuff, and they debunk the shit out of them. Like, yeah, you know how easy you could do that? Let me show you. Do like all this
hey,
stuff.
see, Dana, it's fine. Fletcher says that a whole bunch of folks have been touched. So Fletcher will go with me down in the basement, and we'll go touch it on all the little different things.
Have
down
fun.
there.
Have fun.
Right, Fletcher? You'll go down the basement with me, like in
I'll drive you there. They're right
cabin
there.
in the woods, right?
They're
We'll
like
go
half
touching
hour
on
away
all the
from
little
me.
puzzle boxes and the little music box and what else did they have down there? Like all the little
The new one is the mirror. They had this mirror, and I forget what they called it. They actually have a term for the mirror. They were trying to conjure spirits through the mirror or some shit in this new movie.
James will go with you. James doesn't believe in any of that stuff. You'll escort them. You'll be there like little.
All right, see,
you
they
know.
Fletcher's dead. All right, I mean,
Right, James? You don't believe in any of that stuff, so you guys go have fun and touch all the creepy stuff, and just I'll make sure
are
that
you gonna
I
pick
give
us
you a nice
up
send off.
after? Are you gonna pick us up?
Possibly, I might leave you Uber money, but that's a different story.
You'd have to meet her at the curb though. She wouldn't drive all the way up. You'd have to come here.
If something attached
I'll leave
itself
him a
to
few
us-
blocks.
No, I can see it like we're
Yeah.
driving down and like Dana like has the rear view mirror, and she turns it. Next thing you know, she sees like a whole bunch of shit in the back seat with us.
Nope, I'd leave you guys right where I'd pull the car over. I'd get out, and you guys could fend for yourselves. I'm good. I'm good.
Carl says it's all fun until you really learn. Well,
Right?
it wouldn't be the first time, Carl.
Right?
But it's fine, Dana.
Scarlet's going to be the one reading the Latin, pushing the button.
Well, I can't read anyways.
Summoning
remember?
all the demons.
I'm not even going to say it right, so it wouldn't matter anyways. I can't even.
I would pay to hear you try to pronounce that.
I know, right? Like I wouldn't say it right. See, this is a lord. I'm gonna have to go find me some Latin, Dana.
Right?
This noctum, blah blah.
Never.
Like all over
What
the
happens
place.
if I actually read it? Next thing you know, we done had a demon summon them to the stream. I'm gonna send them.
We have
after
thought
Chris.
we've summoned demons in the past. Leave me alone.
I'm just gonna send him after Chris since he's so smug about my reading abilities.
No, you're
I
Latin.
pull it-
You're
I hope I
Latin.
pull
You're
it
Latin.
off. Well, hey, look, man. If I surprise you and you end up waking up to a demon on you in your dreams,
I have shit happen in the house all the time. And you know who I call? I call James. Debunk this for me, please. Please tell me how this possibly could happen so I don't freak out.
don't worry, Carl. We got all the salt. You already know.
I can picture
You
Scarlet.
are my
We got all the
resident
salt. Don't
debunker.
worry about that. Maintenance took care of that.
There you
Picture
go.
you with the voodoo doll of me popping pins in me and shit.
Okay,
Make
but
one of the candle wax dolls and shit.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm talking
Moving.
about? Those are real. I actually saw one today at a health food store. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't want to know. Moving along to our next horror movie killer, we have American Psycho. I love this movie. I think it's iconic. To me, American Psycho would be an S tier.
I don't have a fight one way or the other.
For me, definitely at least like an A for sure. Because again, he came along at a time in 2000, right? And it kind of breathed new life into the genre. I thought, especially working at a video store at the time when that came out. That was kind of a sleeper hit too, by the way. It wasn't like it came out with much fanfare. It just kind of took off.
It's iconic and it's a standalone. That to me means something. It didn't need 50 movies to follow it. It didn't need a whole franchise. It didn't need 20 movies to tell its story. It is like it's iconic all on its own. What about you, James? Where does American Psycho stand for you?
I guess on this list, man, I don't know, because it's still fuzzy. Is it like how I feel about it, or is it the iconic thing?
Like I said, I'm doing a little bit of both.
So,
like I'm respecting the iconic status.
Because I asked the question to each of these, how do I feel about it? And then I asked the question, the random group of people, would they recognize this person? And they would recognize aliens and predators probably. Maybe not Damien, maybe not Collector. They might recognize Killer Clowns even more so. But American Psycho, maybe not.
Really? I would think people would recognize him.
Well, the difference is he's Christian Bale, so they think Batman. They think of like all the other roles he's probably done too.
Yeah, they would recognize the actor for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But let's see.
He was a good Psycho.
I guess
yeah. He's fair. I mean, I could be cool with that too, because to me, he was the perfect Psycho. Like, like he played it off like he was all normal and shit, blended in, and you'd never know this guy is just like the most degenerate, like psychotic fuck, right? And even the ending was good too. Like, there's no like climactic ending of that movie. It's just kind of like he's stuck with his own thoughts. Like how it ends. So it's like,
right? Was it real? Was it not real?
Yeah. So I really did dig it, but I hated the sequel with what's her name there, Mila Kunis. That was terrible.
Fuck that. That was
we're not counting that. We're not even counting that. Yeah.
What about you guys in the chat? Where do you put American Psycho?
Carl gave it an A. Let's see, what a favorite horse. That's pretty much, we got an A.
We got an A? And what about you, Scarlet? I know you said you don't care either way, but if you had to put him somewhere, is it a movie like you haven't seen? Is that why?
I mean, I've seen it, but a long time ago, and it's not one that I've gone back and watched.
Okay.
So that's part of it.
The banter. The banter. His banter though was so good. Like,
yeah, that's why I don't want to really try to rank it, because it's been so long since I watched it that I'm probably not remembering how good it was.
When he had that, what's her name, Chloe Savigny or whatever her name is, in his apartment.
Sorry.
And he's walking around, and then he's playing the music. Remember, he's playing like this 80s music. I don't know. Yeah, you remember that?
And when he's running around naked with his chainsaw.
Yeah.
We got 2 A's in the chat, and Chris, you gave it an A. I think you guys gave it like an A. I'm good with that.
You have to go back and Scarlet, because like his little dialogue, his little banter while he's getting ready to kill people and shit.
That's why I didn't really want to rank it, because I didn't feel like it was fair. Like, because I at least know a little bit more about Alien Predator to give it the A. It's just been really long. Like, and there's so much in horror too, and it's not one that I see. Like, and again, Halloween and all that gets played so much. I'm trying to remember the last time I even seen. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've seen it on TV even. I don't know.
Yeah, that one's tough because, well, with that, you can't really put it on syndicated TV. Like, you'd have to watch that on like HBO or like a paid channel for Americans. Like, because it would just be too watered down. You have to like edit so much of it.
I'm trying to think of how often they actually play that, even during like
Halloween. Yeah, they don't. To be honest, yeah, I can't even recall.
Probably one that gets lost because there's so much out there now that gets played. Especially some of these that are the franchise where you get like Freddy or even Scream and stuff like that. Those get played out ridiculous during the season.
Mm-hmm.
They even
Right.
played a lot of stuff like The Shining and stuff like that at some point.
Like
You
there's
get
just,
things
to
like that.
me, there's just not very many standalone horror movies that I feel are like can be considered good horror movies.
Right.
American Psycho to me is just one of them. Like it didn't need the fluff of a franchise to make it good. Like it's still just one of those movies that on its own, in its own way, and it the source material for it's really good. They, they left a lot out from the source material, but the novel is it's like a deep novel. Like you really get into his psyche and like stuff like that, and the way he narrates the novel,
Right.
like they. But for what it is, I still like. It's just it. It was an S tier for me, but I'm okay putting him in A.
That's good. What else we got?
Next, we have our Scream. This is another one that for me, I'd be putting this would be an S tier for me because it to me Scream was a game changer. It kind of it breathed new life into horror when horror needed it the most. You were in that kind of limbo of you had so many things, being rebooted or a sequel coming out, and it was the same old kind of repetitive, story, or your slasher, what they were. And I loved how Scream made brought horror movies into their horror, like with the rules and what to do and how that played out even throughout the sequels. I'm very much looking forward for the new Scream that's coming out. Like I can't wait to see. It's getting a lot of good buzz. The trailer was great. Like it looks actually, I'm hoping to be phenomenal. I'm such a fan of the Scream franchise. Like this movie, and talking about iconic, the opening scene of the first horror movie. What's your favorite scary movie? It's a line that I think if you say that, they're talking about Scream. And the reveal at the end, you like chef's kiss. That's all I could say. And just making horror meta in their universe was just awesome. What about you, James? Where does Scream stand for you?
Again, iconic wise, everybody recognizes Scream Dude.
Mm-hmm.
So S, but my enjoyment would probably be way down at like a C or something, I guess. Just, I liked what it was, but it wasn't my favorite. So A or
Okay.
S or A.
Did you like how they kind of incorporated horror into like their movie, and how they just kind of, saying the rules and
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah, that was cool.
right, you could actually like you could now, after watching that movie, you could go back and watch older horror movies and follow those rules and be like, oh yeah, there's the final girl. Oh, there's the couple having sex, can't do that,
Yep.
drinking, and so it's just
I like
great
the
how
first
they.
one. It's, the how many ever after that.
Yes, they got a little wonky in these last two that I didn't enjoy those at all, but I felt the reveals on a couple of them were pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many times you could recreate the Ghostface killer. Like after a while, it's like, okay, who's next? Like, how many relatives of this family are there? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. You know
But
what I mean?
I like the one where they made it her cousin. Then it's like
Yeah,
now it came from her family line, and like that, I was just like, oh, you
she was
sneaky
just a
bastard.
jealous. She was just a jealous. Yeah, she was so
Like
jealous.
you're thinking about who could be connected to these first two people or whatever the case may be. And I liked how, yes, we got the reveal of one being like her half brother, but the fact that this was a family member that was actually close to her and still got that fucking psycho fucking trait from her, whatever. Like I enjoyed a few of them, and how they brought in the kind of new, it's a reboot, and like so they grew with the times, like, or it was like a remake, and then when it got into these last, so I think it was a reboot. I forget kind of what order they went in, but I liked how I enjoyed it. But the first one for me is S tier all the way. To me, it's iconic. To me, it's one of my favorites. So S and S, average equals S. What about you, Miss Scarlet?
Yeah, I like them. Even like you were saying with her cousin or whatever, because the whole point of that was she left the town behind, so to speak, but she still had family and stuff there that had to kind of live with the legend and all kinds of shit.
Yes.
And that's kind of what drove her cousin a little crazy, because she was like constantly being asked about, Sydney and her family and stuff like that. And she went a little crazy. They went a little far with it, but I did like up until that point. And then after that, they started trying to do all that other stuff with it, which it was okay. It was a parody within itself.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to go with it now, because the last they left off, it was the family of, well, Stu's what, not Stu, but Billy's family was the girl, and then who was the cop?
Yeah, the girl was his daughter that nobody ever knew that he had.
Right. Like
And
that, I didn't appreciate how they threw that in there.
yeah. But
And
the
then,
big rumor mill, it like under all the people that all the YouTubers that I know that talk about Stream, they're all swearing it's going to be Stu. And that would be interesting just to see how they would play that out. But I hope not, because that means that we already know who the killer is.
well, yeah, like I said, I don't know where they're going to go with it now. I don't know if I'm excited for the next one. Just, I don't know. I guess I'm just curious just to see where they go with it. Either way, I'm kind of invested, I guess. But as far as the first three and then maybe in four, I like, and I would put the first one at definitely an S to an A. I could go with an A all around for it, just to be fair, because Michael Myers, just, he doesn't need to be up there. It throws off the whole system. That's why it's difficult for us right now. Y'all are giving him too many nostalgia points. He needs to go down to at least an A. This is some bullshit.
I agree, but we were.
But I know the chat's spoken. I'm just
Chat spoke.
venting.
James, Chris,
Look,
they're
if
all.
Great Gold was here, he'd appreciate my rant and my venting. And Carl,
I mean, if we were just going on it, we were just going to go on an iconic scale. I think Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers would all be S tier if it was just based off
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
fine,
But-
just go ahead and put him up there on S. Go ahead and just put Freddy, Jason up there. Just get it over with.
Shit. I give this an A. An A. Yeah, I mean,
Welcome, Vic.
it's hard to not
Okay.
judge it on all the movies in this case, because this is one of those never-ending franchises where, I don't know. It is, because I do think
wish
the
they would
Ghostface
end
Killer
the
is
stream.
iconic.
I wish they would end it, because even with like Freddy and some of the other ones that we're talking about are S tier. They're good and all, but they eventually, hopefully, well, the reason I don't like Halloween is because it never fucking ends.
Well, I think the last one was well, they rebooted it
Did
a
they
couple
fucking
times.
end it? I don't know. Every Halloween, there's a new fucking Halloween movie. It is.
Well, they
how is
threw
he
the
coming
guy
back
into a
again,
wood
Carl? I
chipper
thought he
thing.
was
They like
a man. How is he got these supernatural? It makes no fucking sense. How he's on S.
Well, the last, I believe, the last two Halloween movies were brand new. It was a reboot. The last two of the original ones.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
They
coming
took away
back.
the point
They count.
of
They're part of your fucking franchise.
Yeah, she was not his sister anymore. I don't know.
Who even knows at this point, Dana? They just add whatever the fuck to it so they can continue until oblivion.
What? There's no canon, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they consider canon.
Why do we put it at S tier then? Just because he's a fucking nostalgic first cut? Fuck that. He should be at C.
Well, I took what James said into consideration, that if you put this list right now in front of 10 random people and told them like to name them all, they'd be able to name him, to where a bunch of these kind of horror movies, nobody would probably even know what half of them are.
And even like you said, the music, somebody said that too, just the theme to Halloween. It's like, it's so iconic, man. Like, it gets played every year at Halloween, and everybody knows what it is.
Well, because
Exactly.
they shove it down your throat and they won't play any other good Halloween movies. That's not even fair. Just because all the channels shove
It's
it
not
down
fair that it's so popular that they play
it's not
it
that
every
it's so
year.
popular. It's because they force it onto you. They force it to be popular. It's a piece of shit.
You're gonna take Michael Myers. You're gonna like him. God damn it!
Look, did we not just talk about like the Psycho one? How like the reason why I can't even remember is because they won't play it because instead they force fucking Halloween down your throat into Infinity and beyond.
You just reminded me of another horror movie. What was the stepfather one? He played a Psycho, like the guy who played with the guy from Psycho.
Watch the Happy Birthday or the death. What was it? The Birthday Deathwood.
Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Happy Death Day made it to. It was a B-lister.
I would rather watch that than Halloween any day of the week.
That one to me. That wasn't scary though.
But
I was never scared watching that movie.
I'm not
I liked
scared
it,
of Halloween. I'm bored as fuck.
I liked it, but I just didn't find it horrific.
All right, so you want to sit there and watch through the Halloween marathon? You really do, Chris. Like, be all real honest.
Friday the 13th, I definitely would, and Freddy, I do.
I didn't say Friday.
Okay.
Friday the 13th.
I
I
would.
will rank it higher. It's at least a B. I give it a B.
Okay, well that's fair.
But how y'all are really all right, Freddy's already going up there, and then I'm gonna have to like fine. Yeah,
well, we'll get to
Scream
Freddy,
up
but
there.
where are we putting our
Fine,
Scream?
just put Scream on S then. It's not even wouldn't even put it on an S, but since Michael Myers is S, you might as well put Scream and The Shining, and because The Shining's super iconic, right?
You're out of order. The whole world's out of order. Everything's out of order.
It is. If Michael Myers threw off the whole system. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, I mean, you could go with an S tier for Space. I think he's that iconic enough of a character too, where everybody will know who that dude is. You know what I mean?
Carl, I'm only going for the first movies. Well, you know what? I'm only going off 2 movies from The Collector because they only needed 2, Carl. They didn't need fucking 20 movies to make a fucking great movie, you piece of shit. I'm sorry. Yes, Scream can go on S tier. And then we can get to the mother. I actually enjoy her. And shout out to all moms. What happens when suburban moms go crazy?
It is. Next is another kind of standalone movie, but is not one that has the iconic status that some of these other people know. And if you put her on a list and show her to people, a majority of people are not going to know who the hell she is. It's definitely a hidden gem. But there is a cult following for her. And it's a great little movie. But I unfortunately, our serial mom would probably be a B list for me.
Yeah, I was going to have to at least give her a B. I could go an A, but out of fairness, I'll give her a B.
I'm good with B. He's good.
What about you, Mr. James?
I will go with a B also.
I
Chad,
think we're all in agreement. I think it's the first time we've all agreed.
Scarlet says he agrees as well. Spectre, where are you at with it?
Leave it to Serial Mom to bring us all together in a cohesive kind of ranking. Serial Mom for the win.
It is a comedy horror, but her scenes were actually still funny yet gruesome.
Demented. Right? Yeah, it's a word I would use.
That poor old lady.
And Spectre gives it a B as well. I'm fine with it. I mean, to be fair, this is not my personal list, so it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Well, we know what your lowest one would be.
All day long, baby.
Now we get to the next kind of one that didn't make our S or A tier list on the last streams, but again, doing a best of the best. How do you leave out such a character as Jason?
I'll give him a B as long as we'll put Michael Myers at a C.
But this is a hard one, right? Because we did go based on first movies, and technically Jason was not the killer in his first movie, but just in what Jason became after that first movie. I mean, now mind you, we are not going to count Jason in fucking outer space. If anybody even asks me to consider that movie, then Jason's going on the D tier. Sorry.
In a way, it's kind of it's different in the way that, like you said, he's not the main guy in the first one, really, right?
Right?
And so but it was good on its own. So I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I would be S tier with this guy all day. If you want to knock it down to A, but I mean, he's to me, it's just. I know we're gonna use that word iconic, but I mean, anybody who sees a hockey mask, that's what they think of.
Mm-hmm.
It's that deeply embedded, in the culture.
I give him a B.
I would give him the same ranking that I gave Michael Myers. He is not a personal favorite for me. Like I said, if we were doing it based off the list that we did, he would still be a C list, right, with Michael Myers. It's not one of the movies I gravitate towards. But if we're talking iconic status and we're talking about what it is, and he would get an A list from me. So
I mean, just as an example, one year in the mid to late 80s, my brother and I was Freddy and my brother was Jason. And we were like 9 years old. You know what I mean? It's just that iconic, But
and what about you, James? Where do you put our Mr. Jason?
I would put Jason at an S, and early 2026 there'll be a new TV series, Crystal Lake, coming out. I hope it's not like The Institute. I might try to take a look at it and cover it, but the reason I'm saying that is because it's produced by A24. Not that all of their stuff is great, but
it's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, it could be a hit. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it anyway. But I would.
What
put
other
it
stuff
at
did they
S.
do?
A24.
They did the X trilogy with Pearl. They did all that.
Yeah, they did a bunch of horror. They did action. They
Yeah.
did that movie Civil War, if you saw that. So they've done a variety of stuff. A lot of films, though, more than TV series. So we'll see.
I could look some up while we keep this going. I could see how many which movies they've done for horror.
Okay. So what about you, Chris? Where would you put Jason?
Like I said, for me, if it was me personally, I'd say S tier, but I can't see him being any lower than an A tier.
What about you guys, chat? Where would you put Mr. Jason? Where does it
put him at an S, of course, which I knew he would. That's all we got so far. You guys in chat, you let us know. You already know where I'm at.
Yep.
I don't. My opinion doesn't matter anyways. Not only am I female.
Oh, stop it!
Unqualified.
Stop it!
What? I don't have the right to vote, Dana.
You hear this, Dana? You hear this? You hearing this?
I
Wait,
know.
is that not what you wanted, Chris? See, I even give them what they want, Dana, and they still get mad at me. Can't win.
Oh, I'm a girl,
because I basically I agree with her when it comes to Jason and Michael Myers. They are not movies that I consider, oh my gosh, I gotta go run and see. But I just give them a little more credit on the iconic side than she does. And that's fine.
Inspector's got an S, so put him on S. I said it's fine. Put him up there. I'd rather him be up there than Michael Myers, in all fairness.
So I do have a little list here of A24 movies. So we have The Lighthouse, Hereditary.
Ooh,
you guys
Hereditary was good.
Yeah, Bring Her Back. That's a newer one. People like that one with the crazy kid and the mom and shit.
I have not seen it yet, but I've heard good things about that.
I didn't love it, but it was creepy as fuck. Then that Talk to Me. You see that thing with the hand? They have the hand and they curse themselves and shit.
We watched that one, I believe, Dana.
Yes, we did.
A Heretic. That's the one with Hugh Grant.
That was good.
Green Room, Pearl, The Witch. Some of these I haven't seen. Enemy, Climax, X, Maxine, Under the Skin, Lamb, Bodies. They're all getting like at least 6 on IMDb, by the way. A lot of these are higher.
Nice.
Let me see. Tusk. They did Tusk. Remember that one? Justin Long. He's a walrus. You guys see that one? No, maybe.
No.
Oh, really? You haven't seen that one? That's the dude who was in. He was in the Barbarian, and he was in Weapons. Justin Long. You know that kid? The scumbag kid, Barbarian. He was the guy who, he was accused of sexually assaulting that chick, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then Slice. And then another one I have here, Slice. So there's a few.
All right. Yeah, there you go, Chris. And for all of that knowledge, I'm gonna give you this.
There you go.
Yeah, and
The
next
more
we
you
have
know.
Shining, very iconic, right? It's very, very iconic. I would say it's got to be at least S tier. Just off
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Johnny.
Right? I don't think that to me The Shining is not S tier. I would put it in either an A tier.
But it's iconic. I thought nostalgia points.
You can. I'm doing a mixture of what I like and what I think is iconic. And
Well, I
I'm
mean,
coming to a
if
happy
Jason,
medium.
that's iconic. The Shining has to be iconic.
Oh, it is. It is. But it's just lower for me because there's just other movies that I consider more iconic than The Shining.
Okay.
But I'd
Fair.
be okay giving it an A. But I just don't
I'm
think
gonna
it,
put it on.
it's
I think it's an S because I mean, you just can't. That elevator scene mixed with dude popping through the damn bathroom and shit. I mean, come on, it's super iconic.
I know The Shining is very relevant in the new Derry show. I know it's. I think the guy who's from The Shining is actually a character in Derry.
Even
I'm
the
not
second one was
mistaken.
like really cool, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
Doctor
cool.
Sleep.
Mm-hmm. Inspector gives it an S. Let's see, Carl gives it an S. I'll give it an S tier.
What about you, James? Where do you place The Shining?
I guess I would put it at an S.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, it fits the bill. And I know. Well, they did make other movies after that, but that movie really sat on its own for so like decades before they really went back to it. So, for that reason, I would go with an S. I mean, but I see where you're coming from, and I understand your point.
Well, no, I'm definitely outnumbered and outvoted in this one.
The chat seems to be yelling S tier. So you might want to take that into advisement.
There we go. And then I think we're almost halfway through, if not more. But next we have 7. The iconic What's in the Box? What's in the Box? But I don't think it's as iconic as what we're doing. This would be my first on this list. I'm sorry, Mr. Brad Pitt, but you'd be going on a C list for me.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
What about you guys? What about you, James? Where does 7 go on our best of the best?
I could go with a B or C.
Right? It's just it's
Yeah,
not...
as far as the rest of the list goes, with this one.
Well, this is a case of like it was a really, really good movie, which
it was.
But there's really no like I don't know like in terms of like horror and characters and horror characters like I don't know. It's not as distinguishable in it. The movie was really good. it did creep you out. But just in terms of what I think this list is going for, I would put it in like a C category. So
Right? Like even
or B.
the what's in the box can't even get it up to
Right.
higher. And I say that all the time. What's in
I
the
did.
box?
I did enjoy Gwyneth Paltrow's head being in the box.
Did you know?
I will say that.
Did you know?
Not crying any tears. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Right? But when it got to that part, did you guys realize that it was her head in the box? Did you guys?
Yeah, I think I did. It's hard to think back at because it was so long ago. But I think I was pretty much like.
For me too, but I just figured I'd put you guys on the spot. Did you guys know that it was Scarlet, James? Did you guys realize whose head or what was in the box?
Yeah, I kind of figured it out because there were 2 more left to go and she was pregnant. So I kind of put it together, but it was sad when he found out, you know.
Right.
Yeah, again, another movie that I might have watched once, but don't remember that much.
Sorry, Mr. Brad Pitt. You're
horrifically sad. Right.
There's just so many movies out there. What can I say?
Right, there definitely are.
We got Little Miss Orphan.
I know, she's another one. As much as I enjoyed this movie, on this list, she would be an easy C for me.
Wow.
I'm more of a B, but that's just me.
I look at it as the same with 7. It was still a great movie, still enjoyed it, but looking at this list and what we have on this list, yeah, she would definitely be below pretty much a bunch of them. So I would definitely pick C. What about you, Chris? Where would you put our orphan?
I would say probably between I wish we could do like B minus. You know what I mean? Like a B and a C, kind of a B minus tier. Somewhere in there's fine. You know, I like the character. That I think that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards a B. Because it was so unique and creepy and just freaked me out, man. You know, but
that reveal was something else. The reveal was great.
Yeah.
I just don't think she's as iconic and great as some of these other people.
Yeah, I'll go with this too. I mean, you know.
What about you, James? Where do you place our orphan?
C.
See, that was really quick for you, huh? Not a fan.
As far as, you know, like you say, the rest of what's on this list, the rest of the list, C.
Carl gives it a C. Spectre gives it a D. I like that. I'm at a B, but I mean, it looks like we're averaging a C.
It does. Sorry, Miss Orphan.
Put her there.
Well, you were great. You were good. You weren't bad by any means, but there's just these guys are better.
What do we got next?
Next, we got the original, iconic Norman Bates himself, our psycho. Like this, like some about Norman Bates that is just, he's not S tier for me, but I definitely feel he deserves an A.
They nailed the casting for him.
Yes.
They totally nailed it.
Even the sequel was good.
Yeah. I mean, I go S or A, definitely.
What about you, Miss Scarlet? Where do you place our Norman Bates?
I could go A. I mean, I'm fine with S just because I know all the nostalgia and shit.
No, I'm putting him in an A. I don't think
we're getting Spectre gets it. Well, we got 2 S's in the chat.
But if you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the TV show they did about him.
The show I did enjoy a little bit more.
I loved that show.
We're talking about the movie, and
no, I'm just talking in general. I just
slightly dated, but I can give it an A. I can sit in an A and be okay with it. Even though it's not probably something I would watch again.
Where would you place our Norman Bates?
On one hand, if you show Norman Bates's photo to that 10 group or that random group of people, they might not actually even recognize him, even though they might know the movie or say, "Oh yeah, I like that," or something. You know,
very true.
If you told them the name of the movie, so it's iconic, but Norman Bates himself isn't as iconic as like the shower scene and you know,
Yep.
the music and stuff,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
The name of the movie is almost as iconic as Norman's face to just the general people, but man, he should be an S. I could say an A, or if it landed on an A, I wouldn't be unhappy, but I guess I will say an S.
There you go. Spectre's Spectre's fighting for his Norman Bates. He's fighting. No, that says like. And what did you say, Chris? Where did you put Mr. Norman Bates?
I mean, to me, if personally, I would put him in an F tier, but you know, that's just my personal opinion. This actually did remind me of another movie character from a movie we didn't put on this list. How about Fatal Attraction? Was that Glenn Close?
Oh yeah.
That she was a psycho. So this reminded me of that movie. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think our only lady killer was Mrs. Serial Mom. Oh no, and the orphan.
Orphan, yeah. But and the Killer in Scream, one of those movies, one of the sequel.
Very true.
But
Very
but yeah, that's I mean, it's iconic. Like James said, it's not somebody where you could show a picture to some random person and they'll be like, oh, you know, pick it out. But it is iconic enough where people know the sound effects and you know. I don't know, whatever you guys think, but S or A.
Yeah, you guys outvoted me, so Mr. Norman's going on the S tier. There we go. There we go. Next, we have one of our newer kind of horror movie killers. He hasn't been out very long, but he's definitely made some waves in the horror movie genre and just being a killer. Because man, he kills. And we have our Art the Clown. And now this, I know it's more considered, I guess, torture porn or whatever they like to consider that kind of horror, because they do not hold anything back in these movies. Like even my jaw dropped a few scenes of the movie. But Art, I don't know. I would probably put him on a B for this list. I just don't think he hasn't been in the game long enough to be considered as some of these guys. Like he's still too kind of new on the scene. He's almost the new kid on the block. And I don't know, because there's not a lot of people who are into that kind of horror. Like it's a very rough horror to watch. So not as many people are going to see the movie, but they know who Art the Clown is. Like he's definitely become one of those faces that you kind of recognize. Because I mean, I've seen him on everything, Funko Pops to merchandise to stuff. So his face is definitely out there. So even if you haven't seen the movie, there is a chance that you've seen this character and might be familiar with the character. So, but I still think out of everybody on this list, he's still too new to be considered one of these guys. So I would put him on a B. What about you, James? Where would you put our crazy fucking clown?
I don't know, maybe B, but I could also go C.
Okay.
B or C.
Okay. Like, did you see just the first one? Have you seen all the movies?
I haven't seen them all. And I mean, I know it's like, from my nephew and stuff, he liked it. And like they're saying Halloween, it was big, and memes, it's big in memes. I know it's popular, and like, give a few generations and this guy may become like
Exactly.
a Jason or a Freddy or something. So that's the thing, but right now, personally, I guess just my personal views of it brought it down more so than the iconic. I guess it is getting that way, you know, more and more becoming iconic, just like some of the other stuff on the list. So B, I mean, I could stick with a B.
Yeah, B's where I would put it too. What about you, Miss Scarlet? Where do you put our sadistic Art the Clown?
Oh, let's see. Carl gives it an A, and then I haven't seen it yet, so it seems like something that I would actually enjoy. I just
Okay.
haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
Or something I would want to check out. So I want to give it at least a B. After, if I do get a chance to really watch it and stuff, I might even give it an A. But I'll give it a B for now, just because I am interested in it. I just do so much to watch, so little time.
It is. And it's a gruesome watch. Like, it's definitely a gruesome watch.
Well, I mean, I got through some, what it was, Hostel and some other whacked out stuff.
Yeah. But I would definitely say it's almost a friggin' tear up from friggin' Hostel.
Is it? Let's
Oh,
see. I'm interested to find out. I'm curious.
right. So I think it's safe to say, Mr. Art the Clown, you will be going on B. You are not iconic just yet. Maybe if we redo this whole horror thing in a couple years, maybe you might move up the ranks. But for now, you are going on the B tier. So then after Art, we have another kind of iconic character. We have Mr. Leatherface himself, the Chainsaw Massacre. I was not into this franchise. I could say I've definitely seen the first movie, but that's probably it. This is definitely another one that is just low on my ranking. But again, even with its iconic status, for me, sorry, Mr. Leatherface, you'd be a B or a C.
Yeah, Carl gives it an S. I'd give it an A just because there are some of them I kind of, especially because we're talking about nostalgia, and he kind of was one of his own in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go with an A. Spectre gives it a B. We got an S, a B. I'm in the middle of that with an A.
I
What
could
about
give Chainsaw an S or Leatherface an S.
Two
really? He's
S's.
up there for you?
Just on the iconic thing pushes it into the S. You know, the movie was cool for what it was, especially when it was when it first came out, the first one. Because you really didn't see cannibalism much.
No, and the fact that it was
Before that.
loosely based on a true story.
Yeah, all that really made it hyped up and stuff. So I think it became really iconic. So that pushes it up. You know, even if I might could put it on an A as far as how did I enjoy the movie. If that was the sole ranking criteria, I might put it at an A. But iconic, I mean, I don't know. I kind of think of it as an S.
Okay.
But again, because of reboots and stuff, we're looking like I'm older than probably a lot of you guys and even people maybe listening. So, I think a generational thing could look at this whole list a little different,
yes, true.
for sure.
Yeah, that's an important thing.
Well, that's why I was saying, like before, like the generation when you were introduced to horror kind of paves the way for what horror is for you. Like, even no matter what generation you are, and you discover an original or a first run of it, like it still won't hold as much value as the version that you got to see first.
Yeah, my nephew, he's just about to go into high school, and just learning from him, his classic monsters are not going to be my classic monsters. And I'm even talking Jason and Michael and Pinhead, and unless a reboot does some amazing thing and grabs their attention, which usually, I mean, that's hard to do. So that's the thing, it's like, will even Jason and Michael be watched in a
Right?
couple of generations?
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like it's exposure. It's exposure to horror. Like how far back? Like even my nephew is just starting to like dabble into horror. He hasn't really seen some of the real kind of horror movies, but he has watched Pennywise. He has watched the newer Screams, not even like the original Screams. He has watched some stuff to where, you know, he's dabbling into horror, and it's going to be I'm interested to see how what he goes back, what he gravitates back to. Like I know he has seen a Jason, he has seen a Michael Myers, he knows what they are, but he has seen either one of the reboots. I don't know if he's ever sat down and watched the originals yet. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of like where he falls in the horror genre. Because he loves horror, but he just started out on some later kind of either a reboot or a sixth film in a series. So you
That's
never
usually
know.
what you do with a lot of movies too. Like you'll start with whatever base you're at, and if you truly like the genre, eventually over time you work your way. You'll work your way around to watching some of the older stuff. I think.
Yeah. And like even
Yeah.
you were saying, Scarlet, right, with your daughter, like the FNAF stuff. That's because it comes from a video game these kids play. So it's like I like as these kids gravitate towards horror, I wonder if it's going to be really a lot of the stuff that they play in their video games. Right? Because you said Scarlet, your daughter was into FNAF.
Yeah, she's into that a little bit. I don't know if she's played the games, but I know she's into like kind of the lore of it. I know she probably played some stuff, but not maybe some of the games. I'm trying to remember
Mm-hmm.
which one she's played, if any of them. But I know she is into it 'cause she's been collecting the bitty pops or whatever they're called.
Yep. So it's
And we
gonna be
actually bought
interesting.
some stuff from what was it, Five and Below, some like the stickers and oh, they had it was FNAF little some kind of I have to go look in the bag, but they're some kind of Funko Pop thing, but they're like a duck.
I don't
I
even know
know
what
I
that
know
is.
nothing about I know
And hang
nothing
on, I'll be
about
right back, Dana.
This
yes.
is the first I've even heard of this word, of this term. Like, so I have no clue.
Right. What about you, Chris? Where would you put our Leatherface?
Um, yeah, I'll go with an A tier. Solid A. Definitely a solid A. A
Solid.
tier.
I knew I was going to be the lower end of the ranking just because this is just, I know it's iconic, but I am just, ugh, I did not like these movies at all. And even though I know he's iconic, like, I'm not a Leatherface person. It's not my type of horror
Do you prefer
at
a hockey
all.
mask over a leather face?
I do. And just I don't know, like, it just, and plus it was one of those movies I watched way later. I didn't like even like when I was younger saw the first like I watched Leatherface way later in life. So because it was just not one of the movies that I wanted to see. So when I first saw it, I think I was in high school. And it's been out and it just wasn't my
Cup of tea.
yeah,
Cup of tea. Yeah, that's fair.
pretty much. So I think we had some S's, some just because I can't. Let me hold on. Pull up the
I
chat.
think Spectre said B. Um,
Carl said S.
S. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I mean I I'll put him in the A, but I can't put him in the S. I can't not with the like even like you said above Jason and even as much as Scarlett's gonna hate to hear it, Michael Myers. It's just he's less than even those. Like he's just not one of my. No,
Mm-hmm.
not a fan. Even his iconic status is not like so. Like I know I get he's iconic. I can't. I can't with Leatherface. Ugh, like I can't. But next in the horror movie killers that we got, and I actually rewatched the other day, and it's still kind of held some value. Is The Ring. The girl in that scene where she comes out of the friggin' TV is
Hmm.
just, but while Scarlet had to step away, I will
I'm back.
I was gonna say I'm gonna play the video because I added her to one of the
Which one do we
ones.
need?
I got it. I have to
Is
look
it
at
the
them.
second video?
The second one. Yep. The one that's right in
Part
the middle.
2A or 2A?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. I put her on the first one, not the second one. It's fine. It happens. It happens. That was still cool. Still got some good icons in there, even though, Megan didn't make it, but that's fine. My critters was in there. These little cuddly little critters. But
Well, the ring I like. I still like that one. I mean, there's that one that they did that was kind of retarded. I didn't appreciate, but every once in a while you have some in a franchise you just don't count. You just don't count.
Rings. Is that what the one you were talking about? Rings.
I don't know. It's the one where it's supposed to try to
The
explain
newest
her
one.
mom with the priest and stuff, and I didn't appreciate it.
Oh.
I didn't like that one. I don't know what other one there was.
Well, the third one, like supposedly they found like a deleted scene or a scene of, like they switched from a videotape to an online video.
That one now.
Yeah, that was shitty. But the first one I thought was really good. Again, this is from this is Japan, Japanese. Like
yes, it was made from it was from a Japanese film, correct?
But I liked it. Let me dip. I'll come back.
No worries.
I don't.
We'll be.
It's my Bluetooth. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I'll be right back.
All right. No worries.
So where would you put Ring, Scarlet? Or the Ring? I'm sorry, the Ring.
I want to put it at an A, but
okay.
That's just me. And again, for me, a lot of the ones that I put higher, if you notice, there's slightly more of this psychological horrors, or there's some form of like, they're not just the brute force kind of monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just me.
The hack 'em and slash 'em. Which is understandable. And what about you, James? Where would you put the Ring?
I would put the Ring in the A.
A? Okay. You enjoyed it?
Like I say, the iconic thing probably pushes it up. My enjoyment might be more in the B overall. But
okay.
I mean, I did enjoy it. It was different. But the iconic thing definitely kind of sits in the A.
Right? That part where she comes crawling out of the TV. Like, and it's funny, like watching it back now, like a VHS. We get giddy over stuff like that, right? Because it's kind of like, oh, these kids nowadays, they don't even know what half that fucking equipment does.
Yeah.
Look at all that stuff. The guy with like the 10 different things to like record. Like I forget what I was watching. I think I happened to catch an old episode of like Law and Order today or something like that. And the cop had to go bring a 911 tape to get analyzed, and he had to physically take a tape cassette and go to the guy to like do this stuff with like, and just seeing what he's doing on like to analyze this video, like voice recording was hilarious. I was just like, oh, you see what people had to do back then.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. You had to take the physical tape, walk it over to the guy in the lab and say, "Can you analyze this for me?" And he had to like put it in his big old tape deck thing above his computer to like start to analyze it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, and you know that's the thing. I just actually did a video on the channel asking people about AI, and I've kind of done that before, and I'm getting kind of the same response in the comments that people are saying, "Don't do it, don't do it," or you know, it's crap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally see where they're coming from and everything, but that what you said in the show, that I kind of mentioned it in that video of I know a lot of people hate AI right now, but a lot of people hated to carry that tape across, you know, town to get it analyzed.
Right?
But before that, they hated to, you know, have to burn a record or whatever, you know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everything goes in stages, and if you don't kind of adopt the new thing, like what if the department down the road figured out computers and they could email that file, and the other cop kept carrying the tape across town, you know? It's
Yeah.
like sooner or later everybody's going to be emailing. It's just the new thing. It's the way to go. You got to accept the digital, and I think AI is going to become that, in the sense of, I mean, it's just that next tool, that next thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. It's interesting, the AI thing, because we're talking about movies and stuff. Just the way we watch movies, I mean, everything is changing, you know, and
Yeah.
the way we experienced TV and movies, no one ever will again.
I know. And then it's like I wonder what the next progression will be. You know, if and I'm thinking the next progression is going to be like the VR type of stuff, to where you actually get to immerse yourselves
Yeah.
like in the worlds. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they incorporate AI. And you know me, I'm not a fan of AI, not when it comes to holding the nuclear codes and shit like that. But I appreciate it being a new tool or a new form of expression when it comes to art, when it comes to stuff like that, because that's just going to open up so many opportunities for artists who may not be able to pick up a pen and paper and express their artwork, but they can do it on a digital format. You know, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see what AI kind of brings to the table.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
here
Well,
to it's here to stay. What's up,
it's
Chris?
like any. I better. Not sure how you know, but I agree. It's like another tool. You know, not you know, you can use a tool for good or bad. It really depends on the holder of the tool doing the tooling. You
very
know,
true. Very,
but
very true.
yeah, more to come. I mean, there's a lot more to AI than just art too. Like you guys are bringing up, corporatization, industrialization, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy. What did,
It is.
what, did- what did you give the ring? Did you give something before you left? I can't remember.
No. You know, again, I wish we had like I would give it like a B plus. I'm somewhere between an A and a B because I did like the story, and the first one was creepy as fuck. If you know when you first watch it and you don't know anything about it, to look back at it now, I probably feel a little bit differently. But when you didn't know what to expect, you know, it creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So
Yes, no, there was definitely. I'm definitely with you guys. It would be A. I'd be okay
the
putting
first
our little
time, yeah, the first time she comes through that TV screen, it was like, what the fuck is happening? You're
pretty
like,
much.
holy shit.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. And I will, now that I know it's that video, we will in a little while play that video. Just don't want to get YouTube too upset. I think I did enough to the videos to where I treated them like shorts. So I think we'll be okay. I haven't gotten hit yet for any of them. So, and my shorts have been good because I've turned them into shorts. But I think we'll be good. I think I
This
messed
one
with them
always
enough.
This one always reminds me of The Grudge. I almost always put these two together, The Ring and The Grudge,
Well, they
maybe
both
because they came out at
originally
the same time. Yeah,
They
well,
did,
that too. Yeah,
and they
yeah.
both originally were Japanese films
I
that
adapted.
they
Yeah.
adapted into America. So, and you're right, they very much are they parallel each other. They came out around the same time. They're they're a little different in their story, but somewhat similar at the same time. So
Mm.
I've also heard people talk about The Grudge thinking it's The Ring and vice versa. So they are
Hmm.
very similar. I just The Grudge didn't make the list because there really wasn't a specific killer as there was a curse. And I know Smile made the list, but I wasn't too sure because there was still something like an entity attached to it. Like with The Grudge, I didn't know whether that would be considered a horror movie killer.
It's ambiguous in Smile. It reminds me of a Final Destination too, because like the bad
Well,
guy's death
it's the same
itself.
thing with It Follows.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
It Follows is almost a different version of Smile. So they still had something almost singular to them that was some kind of an entity attached to them. And yes, I got a lot of shit for not including friggin' Final Destination, but I was just like, it's death. Like, if I put death on, death's pretty much attached to all these fucking movies. Like, it's death. Everybody's dying. Everybody. So you would kind of have to put death up even above a S tier because everything is death.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
death came for them specifically, but if we really want to get down to it, so that was why I did not include Final Destination. I was thinking about including Final Destination. I was debating whether I was going to do a supernatural kind of tier list or something like that, like Ghost and like that sort, not monsters, but like supernatural sort of killers, since I really didn't put too much supernatural on this list. Like you could go Paranormal Activity, like there Blair Witch. There's like other things that like they're more supernatural, but to me didn't fall under a horror movie killer. So
Mhm. Yeah. I agree.
we
Yeah.
might be doing
I
a
saw. Did
supernatural.
we did we do a Candyman at one point?
We
I can't
did,
remember.
but Candyman did not make the S or A tier.
I saw the remake
Candyman, I
recently.
think either made a B or a C tier when we.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Originally did it. Yeah. Yeah. The remake was kind of dumb. There was good points about his character, the history behind, but the movie itself was pretty bad though.
Candyman made the B list, and
I think the character's good. Yeah,
he's not one of the ones I chose for, to
he didn't
debate
get on
that.
this one. Yeah,
Nope, he did not. But okay, looks like Rings is going to go in the A tier. Or The Ring. I'm sorry. Now I know I pulled rank with my critters, but again, I'm going to be reasonable. I'm not going to just throw my critters on the S tier. I will push him down to a B with my killer clowns, but that as far as you get me to go. I will not go down any further on my critters. And I know you guys are about to absolutely obliterate
I'm
them,
fine
but
with
it's
a B.
okay. It's okay.
I'm okay with a B.
It's okay. I get it. I get it.
I go with a B.
You'd go to B, Scarlet, just because you love me, right? I know.
I liked it, so I would go. I mean, for me, it's an A tier, even though other people might most likely not agree. But I did like it, so
It's not iconic by any means like the other ones
no,
are. You really have to
no.
be into B-list horror movies and really kind of 80s horror and that sort of thing to dabble in critters. Yes, have I seen a couple of like critter plushies and critter stuff, but you could walk by them and just think they're an ugly little monster. Your brain's not gonna go to associating them. Oh my god, there's a critter. Like to find Benda something for his birthday, and we love critters. Like I really had to look for like a real little like doll to find him that he could like put on his desk, and it's pretty cool. But I'm okay putting him on a B. but I'm glad that you'd fight for him for an A tier.
It's a niche of a niche, really. You know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. And it is so corny. Like, I'm not going to lie and not say it's not a corny horror movie, but the little critters are so fucking great. Like, they are just the greatest thing to see in that movie. Like, they're just funny. They're funny.
You got critters and you have ghoulies. You remember ghoulies too?
Yep.
Ghoulies.
I wasn't going to make
Yep.
you suffer through both, so I picked critters because critters, they're just a little more badass than the ghoulies.
I agree.
But, what about you, James? Where would you put our little critters?
B.
He's B. See? Okay.
B.
I appreciate it.
As
I
in boy.
appreciate it.
He's giving you a sympathy vote there.
And I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Yep, B. I'm seeing some B's. Carl says B. Spectre says B. Oh, because he loves my mom's cooking. That's right. There you go. I see. I respect it. I respect you, Spectre. Thank you. Thank you. He said he's not even going to touch that. But yeah, okay, we'll put our critters on BC. I didn't fight. I didn't pull rank. I think I'm being pretty fair. My killer clowns and my critters B list, and I get it. I ain't mad at you.
Well, this is the best of the best list too. So none of these movies are terrible, other than Michael Myers and Scarlet.
I put my professional witch's hat on, and I said, we got to be professional at this, at this discussion.
Hey, I always said Dana was the professional one out of this.
Oh, then we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble. Don't put it all on
You're
me.
the best of us, Dana.
Don't put it on me. Then we're all in trouble. But next is another new one. And I think even when we were ranking Smile in the last stream, she kind of got where Art went. Like, she's really new.
Right.
She's really new. I
go with B, maybe even an A, because I did kind of enjoy the movie. It's not that I didn't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first one better than the second one. I'd go B. I'm good with B on this one.
Well, the second one's ending definitely has me interested. Like, are they going to continue that because they are making a third one? Or are we going to go back a little further and maybe see a prequel of some kind? I'm not sure. But if they continue that story, that's going to be it. Like, I'm curious to see where they go with that.
They seem to jump the shark by the end of the second one. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if you see the ending, and I won't spoil it because Carl's saying he hasn't seen it, but
yeah,
the way they ended that one, it's just like, well, what does that mean?
It had me interested. So, but I would definitely put Smile right where I put Art. I think she's new, or it, we'll call it it, because I don't know technically what it is, but she looks kind of like a really crazy lady right in that picture. But she's, maybe she could get to iconic status one day. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. But as of right now, this character doesn't have enough skin in the game for me to be anywhere near the S or the A with these guys. So I would definitely put it in a B with Art.
Plus the mental aspect of it, because really it plays with their minds, right?
Oh,
you don't know what's reality. Yeah, you don't know what's real and not real. For people who haven't watched it, basically somebody is carrying this spirit and it's going to kill them within a week or so. And before it kills them, they have to kill themselves in front of another person, and it spreads to that person who watches the other person kill themselves, essentially. But for that whole week, the spirit or whatever you call it is in its head or her head, and it's just messing with their mind, making them think and do all sorts of weird shit, which you don't know. And if you don't know as a viewer what's real, and they don't know what's real either. Like, so it's kind of fucked.
So it has potential. It definitely has potential.
Yeah.
What about you, James? Where would you rank Smile?
I would probably rank it at a B tier.
Have you seen both?
No, just the first one.
Just the first one? Yeah, I definitely, because again, like Art, I think this horror killer does not have enough skin in the game just yet. Just
And
yet.
yeah, I agree. And another thing about this Vic saying she doesn't guess she needs to see it. Well, the thing is, they all try to beat it. It's like a Final Destination where they're all trying to beat death. So like each movie, it's kind of like, you know. So the beauty is watching that kind of take place. You know, that struggle. You know.
No. Oh no, Vic, you could still watch it. Like, we gave nothing away that ruined anything. There's still so much more to the story. Like, when they really start trying to figure out what's going on, that it doesn't sound interesting to you. I mean, it's a creep factor. If you enjoyed It Follows, you will enjoy Smile, because it's basically the same concept, just a different type of thing that's going after, its victims. It's spread in a
Mhm.
different way, but it's the same kind of concept. So if you saw It Follows and you enjoyed that, then you will probably enjoy Smile. But if you didn't enjoy It Follows, then yeah, you probably won't enjoy Smile.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I liked it better than that Talk to Me movie. I'll tell you that. The one with the monk, the hand, where they're all wishing or whatever that was about. Yeah,
You didn't
conjuring
like it?
spirits. Talk
So
to Me. It
then
was
yeah.
okay. It was okay. Oh, no,
Oh
sorry.
no, she's talking about It Follows.
Oh, oh.
Then yeah, then Smile, you'll probably have the same reaction to it.
If it's on TV or
But check it
one
out.
day,
It's worth a watch.
yeah.
It's worth a watch.
The first opening scene of the first Smile. That if you get through that and you're still interested, then I'd say you probably end up watching it. If it turned you off that first scene, you'd be like, all right, screw this. I don't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You know, yeah, because it hits
But
you right away. You know,
we're getting down to some goodies now. We're getting down to some goodies. Next on the list is we have Sinister. And again, for me, I would be in between an A or a B, possibly leaning more towards a B, but the concept of that movie, and I just don't know if it's iconic in the sense.
When Carl did, yeah, Idle Hands was a good movie.
yeah. I just posted the link to that. The one I was talking about, the Talk to Me one. It's different than that one, but
Talk to Me is the one where like they do the ghosts come through the hand or whatever, and they all sit around it.
yeah, yep. At the party,
Kind of
they're
like
at the
the
party
voodoo
and shit.
hand kind of thing or some shit. Because the hand
Yeah.
was like a psychic hand or something. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Well,
connected to like the spirit realm or
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
If you did, it had rules. If you held on too long and stuff, it would attach.
Yep.
They would attach themselves and stuff.
yeah, the tagline is when a group of friends discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand, they become hooked on the new thrill until one of them goes too far and unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. So that's how they wrote it up.
Oh yeah, it's almost like they get high off it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Training
yeah.
in the movie with the kids.
hmm
Now, Idle Hands I did actually like back in the day. It's probably not really that great of a movie, but when I watched it when I was younger, I actually did thought it was funny.
The ending, I was like, ha ha. It sucks to be you.
Welcome, hun. How do you think of our list so far of some of our top horror movies that we had?
Hello, Miss Debbie.
Debbie, Ebbiebobebbie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's our Debbie. You know it.
Yes, Debbie, feel free to post your links, hun. Go check
Absolutely.
her out, guys.
Oh my gosh, she put artwork of this Native American that she was doing in my Discord. When I told, like, just watching like the different, like the progression of it, wow, that's all I'm gonna say. Gotta go check it out. Wow. Yeah, the realism to it was amazing. But Vic says, Pat, it's okay, you don't have to. Not everything's for everybody, but we still love you anyway, Miss Vic. But yeah, Sinister, it's C for me. I don't know. What about you guys? Where
Yeah,
would you
compared
put
to
Sinister?
everything, I'm somewhere between a B and a C.
Right, just looking at this list, yeah. What about you, James? Where would you place Sinister?
I did not see it.
Then there you go. That says it all. Is it just not something you were interested in seeing? Something you just didn't get to?
Just something I never got to, and stuff got ahead of it.
Right? There you go. And that happens. That happens with stuff. So what about you, Chris? Where would you put Sinister?
It was okay. As far as this list goes, I would put it probably in the C tier. Yeah, for me, I mean, it wasn't bad, but
Yeah, right. It wasn't bad by any means, but I don't know if this would be considered iconic.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So sorry, Mr.
I'm not with the
Sinister.
C. Yeah.
Right?
We got Mr. Hannibal.
Right? I love that
Lecter
part. I love that
himself.
part. Some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Did enjoy the movie. So A, maybe a B. See, it's hard now because it's like,
Right. Well, discuss for 1 second. I just have to let my poochie out. So just hold it down for me for 1 second.
all right. So where are you guys at with Mr. Hannibal Lecter? Guys in the chat, let us know. Chris, where would you rank him?
I would say D. I don't know. They're saying Spectre's saying it's not iconic. I kind of tend to disagree. I don't know. I like the movies. I mean, it's more of a psychological thriller than like a bare-boned horror movie,
Right.
But there are horrific elements to it, I will say. And it was a great movie.
For sure.
Yeah. But I for that reason alone, I would put it at an A level, not the S tier, because like in the sense of this list,
S tier. Yeah, I agree. It's not an S tier. I'm somewhere between an A and a B. Because I mean, I think
it's like a better version of what Seven was in a way, because it's like more of a psychological thriller than a horror movie, But I liked it. I thought it was better, and it had more horrific elements to it.
Right. You guys in the chat, let us know. Give us a letter.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So Vic, are you giving it an S? Is that for Mr. Hannibal Lecter? And Carl, where are you at, an A or a B? You said something about, let's see, as far as it's at least an A, but not really horror. James, where are you at with it?
I could see it being on an S, but I could see the A as well. And I don't know, with all the rest, I think it's just as iconic, especially the thumbnail that she's got there is almost as iconic as the Shining thing at this point, but not really. So I don't know. I could see it being on an A. I could see it being on the S. Because it's good. I liked it. I like that kind of thing. And I think, like Vic said, it could be horror for some people, depending on if it's true,
Right.
So, but yeah, I could see it at AS, A plus. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in between too. It's definitely like if you show people this picture, it's an iconic image. But did they sit down and watch the movie? I don't know. So I'm definitely
we're getting a lot of S. We got Spectre with an S, Vic with an S, Carl with an A, so it's up there.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't the president reference Hannibal Lecter not that long ago? I think he said
I don't
something
know. He
about
may
Hannibal
have.
Lecter.
Who knows?
Well,
But
that's iconic. If you
for
say that.
Vic, since she is just the best mod in all of history, and we just love her so very much, I will let Vic pull rank for Vic
Woo.
because I know she loves Hannibal.
I mean, you're not going to get an argument from me either, to be honest.
Nope,
So.
me neither.
I don't know. With Debbie coming in with an S, it almost averaged out that way anyway, you know?
Oh, there you go.
But
So,
yeah, Vic, the best mod ever.
right?
In Discord, on the live
Right.
streams, you name it. And several Discords. So yeah,
Yes,
go Vic.
she's awesome. But yeah,
Look at my avatar. This one's for you, Vic. Here you go. That's so gay. Sorry.
And then
but
we have
okay.
it.
We do. We have Mr. Pennywise. Now, I used obviously the newer Pennywise's version, so it's hard to kind of rank Pennywise because when we were talking about the like original, which one obviously, the one in the 80s is considered the original, but I think each version of Pennywise is so iconic. You have people who will see the first Pennywise at like no, and the second Pennywise and no. So it's very rare that you have something that did a reboot, did a remake, and actually it wasn't awful. Their Pennywise was just as iconic as the 80s Pennywise. So this I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence between S and A tier for Pennywise. Again, not my favorite movie. Like Pennywise is not like one of my favorite kind of horror movie killers, but man, it's iconic.
It's also a testament to how well the book was written and
Right,
how well
it's iconic twice.
Yeah, and yeah, they kept faithful to the source material, which I think benefited it as well. You know, it's not like the
Exactly.
Institute where they go off the page and all that.
Fucking
yeah, sorry, bring up that bad.
No, but right,
memory.
like you had the original Pennywise, and with the new Pennywise, I feel like they were able to give us some additives to the original story that because of the times when the first one was made, it didn't have access to some of the, green screen or effects. They couldn't do some of the stuff like they were able to do in the reboot I don't know, would it be considered a reboot or a remake? It would be a remake, right? Right, James?
Are we talking about Pennywise?
Pennywise, yeah. Skarsgård's Pennywise would be considered a remake.
Remake.
Okay.
Reimagining. Yeah, no. I mean, they're pretty interchangeable. Reboot, remake.
I think it's both. If you want to push it all the way into the series kind of thing, it's like maybe rebooting the universe or the franchise or
right. Okay. Yeah.
something.
But a remake of the series.
Yeah, but it's starting with the remake. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely on the fence between S and A. What about you guys?
I go with S. I go with S. I think it's like I really like it too, so maybe I'm biased.
See, Vic gives it a super S. I know Carl was giving it an A.
What about you, James? Where do you place Mr. Pennywise?
Oh, definitely S.
Definitely S. Now, here's a question. Which Pennywise did you enjoy more?
First one.
The first one compared to the second
one? But I haven't watched Dairy and stuff like that, so
me neither.
I just like Tim Curry, so
you're a Tim Curry Pennywise. What about you, Scarlet?
I'm from like the 80s ish movie.
The 90, yeah, 89.
Series, yeah, I think it was late 80s, early 90s, possibly.
Yeah.
Which Pennywise do you like better? Miss Scarlet?
I did one from the movies.
Tim
Oh,
Curry.
I didn't hear you.
Tim
I'm
Curry.
sorry. I did
Yeah.
not hear you. Awesome. What about you guys in the chat? Do you like Tim Curry's Pennywise or do you like Skarsgård's Pennywise? Am I saying his name right? Skarsgård?
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry.
he's doing well. I mean, I like him. Not to say I don't like him. I think he brings a little bit different flavor to the character. He's a little bit more animated than I think Tim Curry was more understated, but like had moments. You know, I don't know. It's tough to. They were different, yeah, but both are good. Both are really good.
I'm with James. I am a fan of the original Pennywise. Not that Skarsgård, and not that the new dude didn't do a good job as Pennywise, but yeah, that watching that shit on TV for the first time and seeing that shit, it was pretty scary. It was pretty scary.
So you got a lot of S's.
A lot of S's for Mr. Pennywise.
Indeed.
Okay. Here we go. Mr. Pennywise, you made the S tier.
Yeah, and I think Debbie's right. Bill Skarsgård's character is overall scarier. I think it's more consistent. You know, like I said with Tim Curry, he was a lot more understated with the way he played the character, but he had his elements where he would, you know, it was like light and shade. You know, like you know, but yeah, both really good. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check out Derry at some point. We have not yet, but it's on my list. It's on my list. I watched the first episode, and so I definitely want to finish watching it. I'll tell you that. It was pretty friggin' crazy. But next we have Freddy Krueger.
No, you already know where I'm putting him. I'll put him on an S tier, but that's just because I do enjoy.
Yes, and I will back you, Scarlet, because I hate him enough to not know, but I trust your judgment. So I will back an S tier, but in my mind, he's a D tier. What about you, James? Where do you put Mr. Krueger?
Very iconic. S tier.
S tier.
Yeah. Me too.
Did you enjoy Freddy Krueger's movies? Just because I despise him.
Right. I like the first one. I like the premise. You know, they get silly as most horror movies like that do.
Right.
But the first one definitely, in the premise, just kind of how it, the you know, like the Michael Myers thing, the music almost is as iconic as he is. And in this one, the children singing, you know, there's just several little elements. His glove, you know, just it hit on a lot of things to just make it where when it first came out anyway, you know, it was playing off those things, and you saw the claws and the gloves scraping along a handrail. When you heard the kids singing, the little girls, it was just, yeah, I mean, it just cemented itself into iconic status.
Oh, there you go. James used big words. He said cemented.
Well, I mean, plus it also played on your dreams and nightmares, which was something a lot of horror movies didn't really get into. So it kind of got, I'm going to use a big word, it got cerebral.
It was definitely different.
I will say this too. I know they got, like James said, they did get more ridiculous as they went on, like the Dream Child. But what was the one they did in the early 90s where they redid it and they spoofed themselves? Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That one, I thought that one was that was original.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one was good. I think that was like the last one they did in that series, but that one was actually pretty good.
Well, that was the first time they actually went meta with things.
Right.
Or Scream, that it was a movie, and because of, you know, I think the premise of that was that they brought Freddy to life, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I only saw it once. Most of it I had my eyes closed. I wasn't paying attention. But like they brought him to life from them, like something with that, or am I mistaken?
Well, it's more like the movie itself was alive. Like Freddy wasn't even like a real thing so much as just what he
Robert Englund
represented.
played. Yeah, Robert Englund played Robert Englund. Like
the
you know,
movie
and,
itself was needing to be continued and fed.
I also think this was a precursor to Scream,
Yes.
building on what you just said, Dana. Like this, because this came out in like 93, 94, and then Scream came out, what, like 95 or 96?
Something like
Like,
that, yeah.
I think this kind of, Wes Craven in his head, he was already it was already cooking, you know what I mean? The thoughts he had going there. But.
Yes. Well, it's like what they did in Scream was almost a throwback to that movie. How then in The World, they made a movie about the movie, but it was reversed in New Nightmare. They they were living and like just regular people and made the movie. It wasn't based off of, so I'll give, like I said, I will give it props and I will second Scarlet's S because, you know.
Hey, Doc,
All
what's
right,
up?
what's up, Doc? Welcome, hun.
What's
Let us
up,
know
Doc?
what you think of our tier list of some of our favorite horrors that we have ranked. Getting a little more detailed on where we rank them. Our top
And right
one.
now we are on Mr. Freddy Krueger. But where does our chat rate Mr. Freddy?
We had some S's for sure. I think Debbie gave it an S. And everybody was saying, Carl was saying the effects were always good. We're doing meta before meta was a thing, indeed. Says Miss Vic.
So there we go. Mr.
Carl
Krueger
gives it an S.
as much as
Spectre
I
gives it an S. S by
disagree.
default says Miss Vic.
There you go. But now we are down to it, guys. We are down to the final three. We have our Mr. from Saw. We have John Carpenter's The Thing. And then we have Puppet Masters. Three kind of totally separate types of killers, right? Like you have something that is your typical slash. Well, he's not really a slasher. He's not actually doing the killing, but he is kind of behind everything. He's the man behind the curtain of the
Kind of
killing.
like the collector type thing, where they set it up.
No, the collector killed. He killed.
Right.
This guy never really, he didn't pull the trigger, so to speak. He just gave you the gun.
Yeah, he was even more he gave you a way out to a degree. He did, not his other predecessors or whatever.
Yeah.
His himself originally was like, hey, you were kind of messed up. There's always a way out. And so he was kind of cool in his own regard.
Appreciate life. Let's just say. Appreciate life.
And so as you give through and learn his backstory, it was kind of neat.
It was.
To a degree, because you learn about him and his wife and the cancer and then what she did.
Right, and what he went through. Oh,
right.
God. Did he have a tumor? Did he not have a tumor? What,
And he wasn't really proud of his predecessors. I think he made her go through some shit because she kept fucking up.
Yeah. Yep.
So I give him an A.
You give him an A?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be between an A or a B. Leaning more towards A, but I'd be
give it an A because there is more to it. And they have a few movies. And although some of them I don't like as much as others, they still gave you some backstory in most of them.
Yes, they did do their very best to connect the story. For sure. And keep that kind of linear kind of storytelling, which was it's not an easy task. That's definitely not an easy task to do. But what about you, James? Where would you place our Saw?
Looking at the list up there, I know it's really, really popular, but I would still probably go on the B tier.
Okay.
I mean, that damn Critters is on B also. I'm just kidding. I'd go B.
My critters. Listen, if they were little psychopathic killer type alien creatures, everybody would want one. Don't tell me you wouldn't want a critter if it was just a normal pet and wasn't gonna devour you.
I'd want
Right?
one. Yeah, I'd want one. Sure.
I'd so have one.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Right?
We got a lot of bees in the chat as well.
A lot of bees.
We got
I'd go with the bee.
Carl.
You'd go with the bee too.
Yeah.
A lot of bees. We can go with bee.
All right. Here you go. There you go. Right next to Smile. So now we are down to final two. We have John Carpenter's The Thing and we have Puppet Master. And John Carpenter's The Thing is very much sci-fi horror, and Puppet Master, I would say, is definitely more supernatural because there is that kind of magical element and stuff to them. So they're very opposite on what kind of horror they are.
Mhm.
So where would you put John Carpenter's The Thing? I think I would. This is another B list for me. I didn't hate it, but I know people rave about this movie. Like there are hardcore fans of this.
Mhm. I thought the movie for this list, I think a B is appropriate. I really, really, really did like the movie though. But for this list, I think a B is good. I don't think it's as good as the Xenomorph, in terms of the character, like you know what I mean, in terms of just badassery, the villain. Yeah.
I'm fine with the B. Vic gives it a B. Carl gives it S.
If we're just talking how like an awesome movie, I would say S. Well, I would give it an S because it's a great movie. But for this list, for what we're doing, I would give it, like I said, a B.
And I could tell you, when we actually met John Carpenter, I forget which convention we met him at, there was 2 movies that people were going up to him for. And that was The Thing, and that was Escape from New York or Escape from LA.
Oh, LA. Yeah.
One.
That's all Kurt Russell.
Those were the 2 movies that I saw that people of stuff that they were having him sign, or even like when he had all like the posters or things you could choose from on the table. There was 1 or 2 Freddy Krueger things, but everything else was The Thing and Escape from, is it New York or LA, or is it both?
Both. They did 2, yeah.
Okay. And it was
New York was the first one. New York was the first one, so that was probably the more iconic one. Then in like the mid '90s, they did LA.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, I'm a B tier. What about you, James? Where would you place The Thing?
B.
B?
Yep.
There you go. And you said we got a lot of B's. So there we go.
The remake sucked. I hated the remake of that one.
Yeah, the remake definitely, there was something, again, practical effects. It was something that you could totally tell when they were using CGI in the remake.
Yeah, I didn't really like it compared to the original one.
Right? But here we go, folks. Last one of our best of the best, from all our hard work, from all our debate and conversations and, thoughts on all these awesome horror movies. We are down to the final one. We are down to Puppet Master. Where would you guys rank this? This is an A list for me because those puppets.
Yeah, I'm definitely an A, maybe even S, because I do enjoy it.
Like, and the story was good. The backstory on like this movie was really, really, really good. So I'm definitely an A for me. What about you, James? Where would you place Puppet Master?
I could definitely go with A. I could go with B a little bit, but mostly I would say A.
Nice. What about you, Chris? Where would you place our little creepy friggin' little puppet masters?
Well, I'm like, I could go A or B. A's good with me. I guess compared to Critters, where would you put that above? You like this better than Critters, right? Dana?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Critters is just like when you talk about like B horror movies, it's just one of my faves.
Mm.
But Puppet Masters was in no way a B horror movie.
No. Yeah,
So yeah,
I mean,
I would definitely rank it above Critters.
I kind of feel like I have to go back and read because it's been a while. They don't play that too much.
No, they don't.
I don't see it. Yeah, I remember it. So I but like the specifics of like each scene and like I'd have to go back and like rewatch it
Well,
again.
it dabbles in its backstory touches on some sensitive topics, and like in this day and age, at least. But so it wouldn't be something that I would see anybody really pushing right now. But it was still good. And if you're just a horror movie lover and you haven't seen it, it's definitely one just to put a check mark next to and say that you've actually seen it, because it's good. It's definitely good. Like
Yeah, and I don't even remember the
it's
sequel.
a B, but I'd be okay putting it on a B. What is everybody saying in the chat?
We got what? Let's see. Spectre says S. Tex Zombie says B. Carl's got it at a B. Miss Pixie has it at a B. Vic has it at a B. And there you go. Might be looking at a B no matter how we feel.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between an A and a B. It's almost teetering towards a B.
It is.
B plus.
Right? Oh no.
Right? Where were you at again, James?
I was leaning toward an A because of the icon, being iconic and stuff. But, just my personal feelings, I guess, would be more of a B.
Oh.
But again,
Chris, where were you at again?
Right.
I said A for the same reason James did. I do have to go back and rewatch that original one. Though. It's been a while. Yeah, I guess you could put it in a B. I mean,
I'm a S, but
no,
even
I'm
maybe
sorry,
an A.
I'm gonna pull rank. It's gonna go in the A.
I mean,
I'm sorry. It's better than these guys. And as much as I love the collectors, as much as I love Killer Clowns, if these guys are in the A, it's definitely can hold. It can hold its weight against these guys. We did it. We did it.
Yay.
Yeah, whether we agree or not, that's the list, folks.
Right. It is. And you know what? Because we are just, we're all winners. We're all winners. So I'm gonna play this.
Okay. That's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
We're winners. We're all winners,
Woo!
folks. We deserve that. That was a lot of hard work.
We did it.
That was a lot of hard work.
Party time.
Right? Whatever you say, Carl. You know what? We all have to suffer at some point.
Right, but no, this was fun. This is definitely fun.
That's right, Spectre. We all get our participation trophies.
We do. We all get a piece
Don't forget
of
to grab yours on the way out, folks.
We all get our special piece of candy. But no, this was fun. So, and is any final thoughts on our tier list?
Well, I mean, I could, but I think I've already rambled enough and ranted.
But yeah, we know how you feel about Michael Myers.
Among others, but it's fine.
Right?
There were no D's. Nobody made the D list.
I know.
No, they did. That's not my fault. I would put quite a few on D. I can't help that.
Right? But
oh well.
This was a blast.
Right? It was fun.
Thank you guys so much. I know we've got a lot of stuff coming up, but what we doing this week, Scarlet? What's the plan?
Well, I know we're getting ready for Fallout, so we're definitely going to start talking some more about that. Getting into, pretty much finished the game, but there's still a little gameplay left there for funds, as well as, I'm sure we'll be doing a little bit more in Fortnite with the new chapter. In Fortnite, this chapter is something, I think it has something to do with all of like the universes or different dimensions colliding and what's left over from them. So all the leftovers will be there. And yeah. That's, like I said, we're really I'm going to try to get back into From as well. I know we might be doing some more little things with that. Me and Data got to try to figure out a few things, but we're going to get into some more From, as well as I'm hoping they'll start putting out some stuff now that the season's done filming. But I'm trying to think of what else that we have. I mean, right now it's kind of touch and go because it is holiday season, so I know we'll have some things coming up in the next couple weeks. And especially even New Year's, we'll probably have some kind of New Year's party type thing. Yeah.
Yes. Yay. Yep, we're definitely going to be doing a giveaway closer to the new year. So you're going to want to just make sure you're in all of the Discords because that's where we're going to post everything. I'm going to take pictures of all the giveaways. We'll finalize kind of what we're going to do for them because we're not too sure yet. But you got to stay posted. Got to stay posted.
Right.
What about you, James? What you getting yourself into this week?
Oh, just videos, regular old videos, I guess. Not a whole lot. Same old, same old.
James,
Things coming up at some point, right? When is the next installment chapter?
Oh, of Stranger Things?
Mm-hmm.
Christmas.
It's
So it's
on
toward the
Christmas
end of the month.
Eve or the day
Okay.
before Christmas Eve.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I knew it was sometime in December. I just couldn't remember when.
Yeah, then the
I'm ready for it
finale
now.
is the New Year's Eve, but it's also going to be released in theaters.
Oh, is it now?
Oh.
Yeah, the finale.
That's interesting. I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah. It's be cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, Pixie, I think Five Nights at Freddy came out this weekend.
I
Or was I
believe
wrong
so.
about that?
I think it just dropped.
Yeah, I think it did this weekend in theaters. I don't know if it dropped anywhere on any of the other platforms or not. I hadn't had a chance to really look. I've been really into Fallout, I'm not going to lie.
Right?
James, did you hear about Gimple was talking about a potential multiverse new show down the road? Did you see? I saw some article the other day where once the Darce'lph wrapped up, they're talking about bringing Carol and Daryl back to America, and then somehow they're going to try to like link that back up with Negan and Maggie, and then somehow the Rick and Michonne. Like I saw something, man, where they're talking about trying to do this multiverse type fucking thing. I'm not sure if you heard anything about that.
Yeah, there's been a little spurts here and there in different interviews and stuff, but he doesn't make a lot of good sense, and actually it's hard to go with what he says because
Yeah, I know.
sometimes it's wrong, and I know he's got guys above him, AMC execs or something that could change shit on him, even though he's already said it in an interview. So I get it, but it's just happened so much. It's hard to say. That's
Kind of
what
like he's
fans
talking out
want.
his ass.
The stuff
Yeah.
you said is what fans want. It kind of to be wrapped up and everybody reunion, but I don't know.
Blowing smoke, Gimple blowing smoke.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's a roll of the die if he's right or not, or going to be.
Mhm.
Oh, Gimple.
Yeah, I just read that the other day, and I'm like, this fucking guy. That's in my head. That's what I'm thinking.
Anybody mentions his name, I just shake my head.
Exactly. Yeah, but I didn't know. And of course, there's like no timetable. So like, all right, yep, okay. So now we're just like pulling it out the rear end here. All right,
Yeah, there is but James does a really good job. He made maps, people. He made maps to where he like walked you through what the characters were doing.
Mm.
It's pretty cool. And you said you're working on the Daryl map, right?
Yep. Just creating content. That's what we do.
Right? That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But,
Unqualified content.
right? Just us with our shit opinions, and we know nothing about nothing. You can't take us serious, folks. Don't listen to any of us. None of us know what we're talking about. But
That Greg Nicotero son of a.
right? It's us unqualified folk. But no, this is always so much fun, and we will be back here next Saturday. I will figure out what we're talking about. Like I said, I think I might do some kind of supernatural tier list. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know we're going to do a Christmas one. We're going to do a best of the Christmas horror movies, because there's a bunch. Like when I started Googling horror movies about Christmas, yeah, there's way more than I thought. Way more than I thought.
Yeah.
Like some I didn't even like remember until I saw. I was like, oh yeah, that was. And I don't know. Like people are telling me you got to include Die Hard. I'm like, but Die Hard's not horror. But
No. Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of people do die.
You might even want to, because like you said, a lot of these movies you either forgot or couldn't remember or didn't know existed. Get
Right.
pull up maybe the IMDb page, like just to try to like show people, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah,
Because
like,
a
I
lot
did
of people
not
aren't gonna
realize.
know.
I
Yeah.
did not realize how many horror movie Christmas there were.
Yeah. I
say.
can't remember the name of one, but there was a bunch of psycho elves murdering like a family.
This, and then yeah, Black Christmas was good.
Yep.
Carl said.
I can't remember the name.
I remember
to
the
a lot of
name.
them.
There was a recent one where it was kind of like, was it comedy-ish? Where dude, I remember him shooting something with a shotgun. That was more recent.
Yeah, there was a really good one that I think you even reminded me of it, Chris, where Hopper from Stranger Things plays a badass Santa Claus who has to kill a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep, yeah.
And he's really Santa Claus. So
right.
like that was good. I forgot about that one, but there's a lot. But I know people have been telling me, you got to include Die Hard. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. But then you have people on the other coin that are like, no, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. But it's not horror. So I don't know if I'm going to include it. I don't know. I don't know yet.
I know. I think
it's a Die Hard's a question mark right
it's
now.
definitely not a horror.
It's not, but I'm getting a lot of crap. Saying that if I'm going to put together this kind of list, I got to include Die Hard. Because it's a Christmas movie. I don't know. I can't disappoint people. I can't disappoint people when they ask me to do stuff.
I mean, what's his name in Die Hard was a pretty good villain. What's his name? God rest his soul.
Carl. That's another list.
Yeah, Hans. He played the guy who played Hans. What was his name? He died. He was in
Gruber.
Yeah, Hans Gruber. What was his name though? The actor's name. He passed away. He was in
Harry
was it
Potter.
Space Quest? Oh yeah, he did Harry Potter. Yeah, he was also the dude in Robin Hood with Kevin Costner. He played the bad guy in that too. I remember him from when I was a kid when I watched that one too. Oh, God, I can't think of his name right now. Oh, yeah, whatever. Alan Rickman. There you go. Thank you. Victor got it. Yeah, Alan Rickman.
But yeah, so I'm going to be uploading some more shorts this week. As always, I'm in the process of getting the Stranger Things video that we did together. I would have gotten more done today, but Mama Susie wanted to decorate for Christmas. And I'm sorry, folks, Mama Susie comes first. Otherwise, I'm still scared of my mom. She still will beat my butt. Even at my age, yeah, you don't mess with Mama Susie. So we got the house all ready for Christmas. It looks like Santa Claus threw up all over the place, just like she likes it. And so I will be getting that video done, and we'll see what else is gonna happen. But we have some fun stuff planned. Make sure you guys are in the Discord, and Any final word, guys, before we close this one out? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? I know Scarlett's not satisfied fully, but are you 95% satisfied? Are you a little bit satisfied? Did I
It'll
satisfy
do.
you a little bit?
It'll do.
Scarlet demands satisfaction.
Right?
I mean, you know, at some
She said,
point.
that'll do. That'll do. Oh,
I
Vic, you're
can go
still
to sleep
decorating
at
for
night. It's
Christmas?
fine.
I'll take pictures when my mom's fully done putting out all her stuff. She's got to finish setting up her villages. And, you know, even Nico's dog crate is decorated. Like my mom decorates everything. Like when you go into the bathroom, Santa Claus looks at you from 50,000 angles. And, you know, everything's got something Christmas on it. We just, it's a lot. My mom loves Christmas.
I gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I appreciate you guys as always. And always remember to have your magic at the ready because you never know when you're going to need some. We got a lot of stuff going on. You might need some magic. Might need to sprinkle some of that magic on top of everything and just get some help because you never know. But thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
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 Through the white winds, the shadows are calling. Frost in my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong. We will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in the blizzard. Every spell sparks a brilliant flare. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong. We will not quake. Ice and amber, we'll remember. Cold forever, stand as one, we fall as never.